come on, man. What you doing, man? Come on, Jack. Let's gonna be back better. We're gonna do the thing. I'm the most pro labor president ever. I'm gonna bust this strike, and I'm gonna approve a bunch of pipelines, and it's fine. What are we doing? Come on, man. Hey, come on. Beat the socialists. Come on. Hey, at least it's not the other guy. At least it's not the other guy. Where am I? I'm Dr. Joe Biden, and I approve this message. Hey, everybody that isn't listening or watching. Hello, future folks and whatnot. It's whatever the fuck this is. It's whatever this thing is that happens sometimes. Some Fridays I do this and it's fine, and sometimes there's someone else here, just not right now. What I'm gonna do while I have the time is figure out whether or not the piano is loud enough, even though I'm probably not going to play a song. Let's see. Just gonna go to the stream. Send me what the. That seems good enough. All right. Cool. And now I have one view on the video, so someone was watching for a second. See, it still says someone's watching. Oh, Chris is here now. Fuck. I mean, yay, Chris is here.
Brutal Jedi.
Buga nanga tuko solo.
Solo.
Be much better if a Hutt gave Han Solo his name in that movie, which I thought was like easily going to be the worst of the new Star Wars movies, but
Solo. Yeah, no, it's not that it was terrible. It's just that it was kind of there.
It was completely unnecessary.
And it was so obviously two different movies, kind of.
Right. There's like the bits where, like, I think the part where they meet Lando, the part I did for my special edition of You Always Come Back to Hurting Me. Hey. Hold on. Let's get it big.
This was a present from Dougie.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
He never gave me nothing.
Well, you ain't done shit.
This is true. So we both said true statements.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
I don't know why he gave me it. He gave me that, and he gave me another shirt that I didn't recognize because, quote, it looks like you. So, who am I to question?
All right. Did it look like you?
Yeah.
Probably not. It was a shirt. So.
No, I'm a person.
Right, you're a human being.
So. I wish I'd thought of that at the time.
Yeah.
No, he showed up at the live stream last summer at Heather's house.
Yes. That's right.
He just came.
Saw.
And yeah, and he was the one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, gifted. He just handed me this bag from GameStop. I'm like, what's this? He's like, it's your birthday. I'm like, okay.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well then,
that was the live stream at Heather's house for my 50th birthday.
Oh, I didn't know it was birthday related. I just thought, you were
if
down
you
here,
watch it, we say that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
You didn't watch it at the time?
No, it was Wednesday, right?
I mean, it was a Wednesday, yes.
Yeah, so no.
You don't do Wednesdays, not even the summertime.
Actually, I didn't have my Wednesday open mic back then, but I don't. Look, man, the first time I went to a show, that wasn't when I was playing was like less than a month ago. Since like 2019.
No, man, I'm talking about like on.
No,
The
I know what
live
you're talking
stream.
about. I consider that the same thing.
I don't think that's the same
No, it's
thing.
the same thing because you have to pay to watch YouTube, right?
No.
Then who have I been? Hold on. I need to talk to this Nigerian prince.
I don't think you're doing this right, man.
No, there's this Nigerian prince, and he told me that, like, for a low fee of $1,000 a month, that I could just watch all the YouTube I want, and that I would also help him regain, his power in his kingdom, and I would get a
That
stake
part
in it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That just makes good sense. That's just good business sense right there.
He was an ousted prince, and he wants to reclaim the throne, and who am I to put him down?
And really, why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Well, all right. Bye, everybody.
This was great.
This is
Maybe
great.
our best show ever.
It's pretty good. It's real tight. We've really nailed it. I'm very tempted to end the stream just
It would
as
be
a bit.
perfect. It would be
Yeah.
fucking. And yet, no.
So what's going on? What's new? What's news?
What
with
news? I've been drinking for a while now. Quite
Yeah,
fond.
me
of it.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean today?
Yeah, just now.
Oh, me too.
Good.
Hashtag
Not old Jules.
Hashtag Walker.
Hirschfield.
Hirschberger.
Hirschfarl.
What are we doing? What is this?
Ald ibd opt ooh.
I have some aunts staying here with me. My mother's sisters, and they are lovely people. But there are now more people than I want in the
I
house.
understand.
Yeah.
As a funny little, maybe not funny, but kind of funny aside, I said aunts and got made fun of for the not black people in my life for not saying ants.
Yeah, those are bugs.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize Elsie, who was a woman that my dad knew when he was younger, came to watch me for a while when I was young. And I think that's one of the things I picked up from her was saying aunts as opposed to ants.
Right, but aunt is how it's pronounced.
No, that's the word.
Yeah,
That's
it's the word.
It's always been
The other
my
word means a
understanding of the
bug.
word. Yeah, I think ant is the way a lot of people say that.
Yeah, but a lot of people are wrong about a lot of stuff.
50 million Elvis fans can be wrong, it turns out.
Exactly. Like, look at Elon Musk. People still swear by him. Friends
Yeah, but he's
of
trying
mine.
to be my friend on Instagram. You saw what
It
happened.
seems legit. It really
I'm
does. I didn't know
totally
his middle
legit.
name was whatever the fuck his middle name
Tesla.
is. He invented electric cars and spaceships. Give him a break.
And the interweb.
Yeah, he also invented Twitter. How long before people start saying that?
It's only a matter of time.
Seriously. I mean, just... What a fucking
Oh,
piece of shit. What an
yeah.
idiot. What just a raging fucking moron.
It's really
who
unfortunate.
helped facilitate Ron DeSantis's presidential rollout
It's
this week,
extra
and it was
unfortunate. Yeah.
so embarrassing.
It went splody.
It went just like the rest of his products that he
As an aside,
as a
the
SpaceX
unfortunate
rocket
thing
or a
about it
Tesla,
is
it exploded.
I understand the desire to grab onto something that is aspirational. We have some friends who were fans because of the aspirational nature. And I don't blame
Well, that's how he
them.
presented himself.
I don't blame them for that.
No, I mean, again, that is the bill that he was selling. It's just
Jeez.
like,
I mean, there's a portion of that. Like I said this, and I said NASA because during the Trump years, because we have so little else to be proud of right now. I said it so often that my children started saying that. So the idea of a space program That is the definition of aspirational.
Of course.
So why wouldn't you get out? I thought, like, oh, that was pretty cool. And I had a friend who worked for Tesla.
Yeah,
and
sure.
seemed to think it was pretty cool.
Right, cool.
And
I mean,
now
they were probably an upper management person.
Now he lives in Denmark.
I don't.
It's a country.
No,
it's a not America country. That's a thing that happens.
One of those bullshit countries that like gives you healthcare because you are alive.
Apparently, it's only the second happiest country in the world.
Okay, well then there you go. Fuck them. You know, you're either first or you're last.
Apparently, the first one is Brooklyn. No.
No, I completely understand the idealism, behind, the myth of Elon Musk. It's just like the more and more he shows his whole ass to you.
Entire ass.
His whole ass and the hole therein. Like, he's
the sphinctessence of it all. If you will.
I mean, like, everything he does is just like,
Nothing for that?
This is some Trump ass shit. No, we'll get it in post. There's your parade's in the mail.
Your parade's in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. That hashtag your parade's in the mail and end. Your parade's in the mail. Fuck.
Anyway, but he's great and he'll save us. So my aunts are staying here, and
that is funny to me though, because I hadn't heard anyone else say it that way in a very long time, and I had kind of been half shamed out of saying it that way.
Saying what?
Aunt, as opposed to aunt. Yeah.
Okay, we need to get past this part.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
Anyway, so I smoke pot a bunch.
No.
Like because of the world and how bad it is. Yeah, and it helps.
Do you acquire it legally or just for fun? You keep getting it on
ask
the corner?
me again in 2 months. Anyway,
is it legal there yet?
In 2 months.
It's not yet.
No.
Really?
You'd think that when they have a referendum and like over 60% of the population of a whole state, a whole ass fucking state, votes for it, that they would be like, okay, January 1st, we'll just make it legal, and the people, the dispensaries can just be open to the public as long as you have a Maryland ID.
Y'all can kiss
no, they were like the end of July, because fuck you, we need to fucking round up some brown and black people because we need to meet some fucking quotas for the first half of the year.
Quotas. I don't. Yeah. It's been legal here. It's been legal here for a while. Like,
it's crazy. The redder states have legal pot faster than the bluer states,
which doesn't make any sense. And don't get it twisted. Pennsylvania is fucked up, but Pennsylvania is also like 7 states. Like it's fucking.
This country's too goddamn big.
Yeah.
Like big. look at how many accents there are in the UK, and that's the size of like
Rhode Island or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
It is the size of like Alabama.
It's Lil.
It's not. It's we. It's we.
I was always convinced that like back in the day, if Joylene and I had like a good band together, it's like, if we go to England, we probably hit in like 2 weeks. It's just not that big.
It's not that big.
Yeah, not that big.
Yeah, no, it's anyway, like July 20 something. I don't know.
For my birthday? Oh, that's nice.
Sure. Yep.
I don't smoke pot. I'm not a smoker. I just never the lung thing.
You're not a midnight toker?
No, I'm a flarber and I'm a glarber.
Do people call you Maurice? Is that the same song?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, right. I get that in The Gambler. Mixed up the Joker and the Gambler.
I feel like you've mentioned that.
I mentioned it on the VOM on Monday.
I think you did.
So I smoke a bunch of pot. Anyway, and I've been sequestered.
I've been saying.
God damn it! I'm gonna tell my goddamn story. It's very
a great
fast.
Story. You're doing. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Oh,
History
you're
will
right.
bear out
Someone
that is not
keeps
the
interrupting
case.
me. I don't know why the story's taking so long to tell.
Is that the pot?
It's a completely organic way that this story is unfolding, and I guess it's just my fault that it's taking so long. No
and the
one
pot.
keeps interrupting me with pronunciations of
Who
words.
would done that? It's called pronunciation.
Good. So anyway, the pot thing. I've been sequestered to my room like a little boy, like the little boy that I am.
You know what you did.
And I try to. I do. I smoked pot. And so I try to cover up the smell because I'm trying to be a nice little boy in my room. And so what I did was I used some essential oils.
I want the inessential oils.
Some throwaway oils,
peanut, olive,
some leftover oils, residual oils, some peppermint essential oil, and I was like, oh man, fuck, I hope this works. So I sprinkled
Does
it
it
on
work?
a fan, and I was like burning up a storm in there, and I come downstairs, and one of my aunts is like, hey, did you spray something in your room? And I was like, oh, where's this going? It's like, yeah, it smelled really minty, and I was just wondering what it was because it smelled really good. And I was like, oh, yeah, apparently that's great. So that's it. That was the whole story.
And I also smelled some pot. Do you have some that I could have? I wonder what the quality is going to be like for you once the legal type comes in. Will it go up, go down, or stay the same?
Some of the stuff I get is from dispensaries in DC, so I assume it'll be comparable to that. I assume that'll just be an expansion of that market.
Because you're in Silver Spring, you can just pop over the line. Yeah.
I mean, I can't because the DC, it's not legal in DC. It's just decriminalized.
That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, so you have to have a DC license to show up at a dispensary and get it. Or like a medical, and in Maryland it's also decriminalized but not legalized. Well, it is now because the referendum. But so there is a dispensary right around the fucking corner from me, and it's been there.
Bullshit.
And it's been there for like 3 years now, 4 years, no, pre-COVID. So yeah, so like at least 4 years it's been there. But you have to have a medical card to go. But it's just been there, and so like come July, like I'm strutting the fuck in there. Because the only thing barring establishments from selling once the law takes effect is just having the infrastructure there. And so like this dispensary, which is one of the only dispensaries I know of in Silver Spring, is like fucking raring and ready to go. Like they changed their signage once because like there it's still kind of a taboo because we live in a conservative leaning I know white supremacist country, so like marijuana is still kind of tied to crime and brown people, but once the law was passed, they changed their signage and they put a fucking pot leaf in the sign. It used to it's called Rise, and it was just like some sort of bland
there is a dispensary here that I thought at first it was called Rise.
Oh, it's probably a part of this.
And
yeah,
it
it's probably
looks
changed.
like at first it looks like those newer churches that
yes,
are like in those multifunction, like
yes.
they look like like lacrosse places.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that must be one of those. Oh no, that's a pot leaf.
It's pot stuff.
Like it took a minute.
Yeah.
It's like next door to the movie theater in town.
Well, I mean, get stoned and go watch John Wick.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Couldn't tell you.
It probably
couldn't
helps.
Make it through one of those movies.
Oh, you got to turn your brain off.
I get so bored.
Yeah, you got to turn your. Well,
I could take a dumb movie, but I get a boring movie.
The first one. Look, if you won't be bored by the second one because it's insane. It gets the way it heightens. Like I haven't seen the fourth one yet, but it's on digital, so I may just like buy it because I bought the other three. They're all dumb. So did the Fast and Furious movies. They look dumb, but
can't watch those.
Right, but like the fifth one and the sixth one and the seventh one are fucking great. And then
I heard it got entertaining.
Right, and now it's bad again.
But I'd have to like get there. I started.
You just watch the fifth one. You get it. They race cars.
I started watching Shazam 2.
Oh, I see. You started watching it.
Yeah. No. I get so bored at dumb ideas. Speaking of which, although that being said, I finished all of Titans. So
you finished the
have
whole
to.
thing?
Yeah, 4 seasons.
Why?
They brought out this because it was there, and I started it, and suddenly I had like 3 episodes left. I'm like, fine, what are we gonna do with this?
I stopped like halfway through season 3. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit.
Yeah.
I was trying to wait until what's his name showed up as Lex Luthor. Bosch showed up as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, you don't want that. They punked
Don't
him
they
out
kill
so
him
bad.
in that episode?
One episode. He
Yeah.
shows up in one episode, and he's obviously sleepwalking through it, but he's so fucking great that he's still fantastic.
Yeah. I know him
And-
from Lost. He was the Man in Black. He played
Never
Johnny
saw it.
Cash in Lost. No,
But I will say, I love him as Bosch, and Bosch
never seen it.
Legacy. It's worth your time. It's worth your time.
There's a lot of stuff. I'm rewatching Umbrella Academy season 3 right now.
I haven't watched.
It's good.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, it's one of the better comic book things that's out right now.
Yeah, but isn't
It looks, and I was watching that the special. It's a Netflix thing, so it's a
Isn't
Netflix.
that the sad goth? Isn't that written by the sad goth Korean girl from?
No, it's written by the sad goth guy from My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, that's
Gerard
the joke.
Gerard
That's
Way.
the
Oh,
joke
that's
there,
what
buddy.
you're doing. It is the way, Gerard Way. Hello, Mando.
Remember when we loved that shit? And not to be a hater, just
what, The
like,
Mandalorian?
Yeah, it was so wonderful. And
I
then
still like it. Look, man.
I like it.
You
fine.
haven't seen Andor, so you haven't got your fix in the past few years of
I need
good
the
Star
growed up-
Wars.
I
The
need the
last
growed up
good
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars you saw was probably season 1 of The Mandalorian, or parts of season 2 of The Mandalorian,
I mean, the first season.
or that fight in Obi-Wan, the last episode that. Where it's just like, look, we're fluffing everything up. We have a sassy, tiny Leia.
I will say
it's
that
fine,
both-
but that fucking fight and Hayden Christensen crushed it. The only thing I
will
don't
say-
understand is
Yeah.
why they didn't de-age Hayden Christensen for the flashbacks,
they
because he
couldn't be
looks 40 as fuck.
They couldn't be.
He looks good,
He's fine.
but he looks 40.
Yeah.
He does not look
No, they
like
didn't
a,
even
like
try.
like
They didn't
he does
try.
not look like Attack of the Clones Hayden Christensen.
No, they just couldn't be arsed. I will say that I will go so far as to say that the 2 fights were glorious. in
Oh, that's
Obi-Wan.
true. I forgot about the other one where he just rolled him around in the fire. It's just like,
he
how does it
fucking
feel,
pulled him
motherfucker?
through the fire. Suck it, suck it, suck my 4 stick, suck it.
But like, oh, force dick. Hey, now hashtag me too.
But it was enthusiastic consent for said 4 stick.
Hashtag not all Sith. That's
Okay, wait.
Applause.
when you did the fucking Randy Newman version of Creep, that was
Creep,
really.
yeah.
I don't think you know how much that was just for me. Like everybody else, I don't know
for
how
me.
much you were able to watch. Like
Oh, I
everybody
saw it.
else,
It was on
everybody
Gallery.
else is going,
Rowan was loving it, and you were loving it, and Rob walked away.
dude. I wasn't loving it. I was falling off.
Yeah,
of
you were
the chair.
you were literally falling out of your chair. Yeah,
I
I thought you were doing a put on, but
No.
oh, that's great.
I couldn't have loved it more. Left, right, left. I couldn't have been happier. And you know, I love Randy Newman.
He's fucking great. Look,
might
but
be
here's
the
how
greatest
I
living songwriter
/
in America.
film composer. I think he's like
and also
right.
maybe the greatest film composer in
He's up
America,
there with
not named John Williams.
That's what I was about to say. He's up there with
Yeah.
John Williams. Yeah.
He is an astounding talent, as he calls it, his day job.
And he's a nepo baby. I
Because
just found
dude
out.
can't pull out. Oh yeah. No, he's got like 7 or 8 kids, and he sounds like this. So it's really, but he is a fucking generational talent.
Yeah.
Like he introduced the notion of the untrustworthy narrator into pop songs.
I would posit no Randy Newman, no Slim Shady. Because I think Randy Newman gave like popular music the liberty to be like, yeah, this didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing a thing. It's a character. Like this song's
Before
about a
we get to
murder.
that-
I didn't do a fucking
Yeah.
murder.
Before we get to that, did you listen to Nilsson Sings Newman?
No.
Harry Nilsson, a truly great songwriter in his own right. Just lines will pop out. I miss you when I'm lonely. I miss the alimony too. Like, he just has these moments. He writes these wonderful songs, and he did this record, and it's all Randy Newman songs. It's him and his glorious multi-octave pop voice. There hasn't been anything like it. And when you find a talent without precedent, like Nilsson and Newman share this thing. There was this great thing about the two of them in this record where they both almost hearken to an alternative America where rock and roll never happened. Like, their version of music doesn't sound like that. And it's true. They both went on to employ different rock things, but the both of them have such, Tin Pan Alley pasts. Newman especially, Nepo baby. It's true. He went into the family business. His uncles were plumbers. He became a plumber.
I mean, it happens.
But the fact that his fucking uncle wrote the 20th century fanfare, like, that was written by a human?
Yeah.
That's still...
Or like the Olympic ceremony thing, which is less
that's Williams.
iconic, but that's John Williams. Yeah,
every bit is iconic.
I don't know.
Every bit is iconic.
I can't off the top of my head think about it, but
you're not wrong. That's fair. That's fair.
But everybody knows that.
Amazing.
It's good.
10
I want to finish
news, it. 10 o'clock news. Are you too young for WHFS?
No. I went to HF Festival. No, I wanted to go to HF Festival, and then the year I was going to go, HFS went away. It turned into a Spanish station or some shit.
No es bueno.
Yeah. I mean, they could have taken WKYS instead or WPGC instead, because those radio stations are the same. DC 101 stuck around for a while. I think it may still be around, but I don't know. I have no idea. I don't listen to the radio anymore. But HFS was like a perfect radio station.
For a while there, HFS was the station that you put on if you wanted to hear something good that you didn't know.
Right. They would play new stuff. They would play hits, but like they would play. I mean, it was a crossover station, but it wasn't
when I first got into it.
It wasn't a top 40 only
when I was
thing.
young. I'm talking like 12 or 13. The comic book dealer who I worked for would play this station.
You want some comic books, kid? Hey, kid.
And he'd play this station, and he'd say, "Yeah, this is WHFS." When something becomes a hit, they stop playing it.
Huh.
So that's how it was initially.
Right.
And I heard all kinds of shit on there that I had no business hearing it as a 13-year-old. Just like too much.
Smack it with a dick, smack it with a dick. Smack it with a dick, smack it with a dick.
Not about me.
Put a dick in the ear, dick in the ear.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever gotten over those Chris Rock specials.
That one was the first...
That's not Bigger and Blacker, is it?
No, this was like in the 2000s.
In with the New?
No.
Which
I
one?
I forget what it was called.
God damn it, Johnson.
If only someone had a device connected to all of the information.
Seems unlikely.
Chris Brown comes up before Chris Rock. How the fuck?
Wow.
How the fuck is Chris Brown still a fucking thing? God damn it. Fuck. Sorry. What were we doing?
Let me give you that toot. Just remember.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
If people can still go for that shit. Whitney Cummings had a whole thing about that. Did you see her stand-up, her last stand-up special jokes?
I don't find her... I find her very affable. I do not find her stand-up very funny.
It depends when you catch her. She had a whole bit...
But I hate stand-up and fun.
I know you hate fun. You
Never
need to watch...
Scared.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
It's a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like after he started doing movies and shit. He did that movie where he became the president, head of state, and then I think like around. Oh, that's right, because it was recorded at Constitution Hall, and
Tiger Woods, y'all. Movies
Yeah.
never quite hit the way his stand-up did. I'm like, you're so good at stand-up, and your movies are so meh.
Right. It's how I feel about
Except Dogma.
oh my god, I love that fucking movie. Can't find it anywhere.
It's not in print. It's not available.
Is it a Miramax thing?
Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith tried to buy it back from them, and he wouldn't do it
And like
anywhere
it's not
near the
available
amount.
because of the Christians?
No, it's not available because of that guy who's in jail forever.
No, because this was a problem before that.
Yeah.
It wasn't available before that. I don't know
No.
if
Now, at this moment, I'm telling you as somebody who heard Kevin Smith talk about it within the last 6 months,
Okay.
saying he tried to buy it, and that person, who he won't name, but you know who we're talking about.
Bill Cosby.
Exactly. Bill Cosby. So the pudding pops can't have the
Rest in
Jesus.
peace.
Blah, 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 blah. I might have a copy of it somewhere on an old DVD. If I find it, then I will have found it.
I wonder if that means that like Comedy Central can't like play it anymore, because it used to be like in the
I'm pretty sure they can't.
around that time, around like the early to mid aughts, the noughties. That was on like 3 times a week on Comedy Central.
I saw that.
That's how I saw it.
The age difference. I saw that and Mallrats in the theater.
Never seen it.
First run. Mallrats?
No.
Good fun, prescient
Sure.
of the more coarse R-rated comedies. Good fun. And
Stanley?
yes, and Jason Lee in a scene together.
Well,
No relation.
It's, you can't win them all.
I like the Jason Lee. You don't like the Jason Lee?
I have one of those Evangeline Lilly, Letitia Wright sort of deals, Ezra Miller sort of deals, where like I know he's a Scientologist, so that's all I see.
Oh, is he bad?
He's
I
not
hadn't
bad. He's
heard
just a
bad
Scientologist,
things.
which means
I mean,
You know.
that's allowed, technically.
I mean, yeah, technically, but like so
The
is
only thing wrong
insider
with it
trading.
is it's not like old, it's new.
What, the religion?
Yeah. They're all
Oh,
full of
right.
shit.
I mean, like
but-
it's all religions are cults. Hot take. But
Hashtag
science,
Jules said it.
Scientology is special because like the abuse
Oh no,
is a
I'm not
part
a fan.
of the system, and
It's like a pyramid scheme, but with humans.
right, and like they
At least that's what Jules said. Just remember that it wasn't me.
It's all me. So
It was the brown guy.
sorry,
Who's
Xenu.
high right now.
Oh, God, I don't know what I'm saying. Gooby dooby doops.
Do you have one like area of hair that's going especially long? Do you have like a long hair thing happening? Do you have like a thing? Yeah, there's like
Probably in the
extra
back,
going on.
this- yeah,
Okay. Just curious.
I can
Chewable.
put most of it in my mouth now.
But not all of it. Can
Hey,
you?
I can't fit it all, baby.
Gotta save a little.
Gotta
extra.
stretch. Gotta stretch out. The place that I was that I used to run my open mic,
Used to? Is this Wednesday or Thursday? Used to.
Sunday used to, pre-COVID used to, pre-COVID.
You did. So you didn't get kicked out of one of the L's.
Oh no.
Good for you.
Although I do have a show at one of the L's, the Golfo, on Sunday.
Can't
and,
make it.
It's too bad. And the owner asked me if I've done any promotion, and I am biting my tongue because because I have in person, just not on social media. Because whenever I post on Instagram or whatever the fuck, nobody fucking cares. So I tell people at my open mics, specifically at that place, hey, I'm doing a show this Sunday. Hey, I'm doing a show in a couple weeks here. I want to ask her, yeah, have you?
Isn't that the job of the venue, technically?
Right?
I've always hated that.
It's not a fucking bringer. You know, this isn't like a comedy club in New York. Like, I shouldn't have to do social media to, like, you know, just assume that
The things you are saying
I've laid some groundwork for the thing.
amongst the many reasons that at this late date I don't really do shows unless I'm asked.
Yeah, offer only, huh? Oh,
I mean,
boy.
kind of. Like, I got talked into, well, Rob's like, we could come up and do a live from the lair at your house. I'm like, and I talked to Joy Lane. She's like, okay. Like, you want to do it? She's like, yeah, we should do it. We have a lot of history with them.
Right.
And then in July, there's the Gathering, which is a thing we've done pretty much every year except for
with the
COVID.
lady who broke
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And it took
I would
Joy
break
Lane-
you.
Yes. Of course, now I must kill you.
I break the man. I break the bat.
I can't watch those movies because Batman's too fucking
He's
stupid
so
in
fucking
them.
dumb. He's the worst Batman.
He is the worst Batman.
He's a good Bruce Wayne. I love how he
He's
how
a pretty
he
good
like
Bruce Wayne.
at least in the first movie when he burns down his fucking house. I mean, he doesn't burn
Sure.
down his house. Ra's al Ghul
I like
burns
him.
down his house.
He's fine.
But no, but like best Batman, I think. Period. Look, Ben Affleck did a fucking good job, and
He's so good.
And and like I hate that I'm gonna have to see this Flash movie because I'm gonna have to see it.
No, but you'll pay to get into a different movie.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like I'll pay to see Spider-Verse again after I've already
the
seen
fourth
Spider-Verse. Right? Yeah. Because I think Spider-Verse is this Friday
No.
or next Friday, and then the
June
Flash is the one
2nd,
after
whatever,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, next
No,
weekend.
so I don't mean today. I mean next week. A week
Yeah,
from
next weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a week
next
from
weekend.
today, Spider-Verse will be out.
We'll be there.
And then the Flash is the week after that.
I think
so,
you're right.
Yeah.
There was apparently a most recent trailer that gave away some other fucking thing, and I'm like, I don't want to know.
Henry Cavill's in it.
Oh, is he?
Because there's in every trailer, even before you see the actual Supergirl reveal, in the first trailer you see Supergirl flying up, holding
Yeah.
someone in her arms, and it is not Ben Affleck, it is not Michael Keaton, it is not Ezra Miller, it is Henry Cavill. If you look at that bod, it's fucking Cavill. So they're doing the thing from Flashpoint.
Why you gotta do that, blind man? Why you gotta do that? I thought we had an understanding.
Anyway,
Now,
I
you can't get away from spoilers.
they're doing the
It's-
thing. They're doing the Flashpoint. Hey, if the movie's fucking good, it doesn't matter.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I wanna. Yeah.
Oh, the thing to go way back.
Oh wait, do you know
No.
who plays Spider-Man 2099 in
Oscar
Spider-Verse?
Isaac. Yeah, he played him in the.
Fucking Moon Knight.
He played him in. He played him in the last movie.
Did he?
Yeah, at the
I
end of
didn't
the movie.
realize he was in the last.
He
movie.
popped up at the end of the movie, and then he does the meme. It's like, no, you're Spider-Man. No, you're Spider-Man. That's not the meme, but whatever.
I gotta
Anyway,
watch it again.
Umbrella
I-
Academy, one of the better comic book things happening right now, and it looks as good as most Marvel movies do.
Does it?
Yeah, because most Marvel movies nowadays look bad. Yeah, it looks better than Thor: Love and Thunder, and it looks It looks about as good as Ant-Man and the Wasp and Two-Man. Yeah,
I can't even.
rewatched it.
Do you know what the
fine.
children were rewatching, which looks fucking great? Loki.
Oh, it's so good. I've seen that like 3 or 4 times.
And
That's
when
probably
Richard
the
E. Grant
best.
shows up, it's just a fucking crestfallen.
It's incredible. Like you could watch those. I think they work as like 3 movies.
I think
honestly.
you're right.
I think the first 2, and then you meet Sylvie, and then Sylvie and Loki go on an adventure, and then they get
make
captured.
out. Don't forget to make out.
Fucking so weird. And I love that they point out how fucking weird it is.
And also, hot as all hell, which makes it even
Both of them
better
are.
and weirder. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Hiddleston
no,
is
they're 2 beautiful people.
Yes.
They're British. Doesn't hurt.
just
And
going,
you know,
that's how you
they
do it,
do
right?
a tiny smooch. It's not even like a full tongue sort of.
In my head, it is.
Well, you know. No, Loki is. I think Loki's like the best thing Marvel's put out
Nope.
since Endgame.
Nope. Wait, when did WandaVision come out?
Oh no, it's better than WandaVision.
Nope.
Yeah, because the ending
WandaVision's the
because
best
the
series.
ending of WandaVision.
What is grief?
No,
But,
not that. The big laser fight that looks like shit. And they do the Marvel thing. They do the Marvel thing where the people with the same powers match up against each other. Also, nobody really holds Wanda accountable at all. It's kind of a brush off thing. And they're like, hey, the government guy is the bad guy, which ACAB. So you're not going to get any complaints from me from that evil white guy getting locked up. But like,
hey, I gotta know, Joel, what is it with you and white people, man? What do you have against the white people?
oh, look, man.
What have they ever done to you?
Oh, fuck. I wish I remember the exact quote from Trump's announcement speech with the Mexicans. Like they're stealing our food, our jobs, our land. They're rapists, and some of them, I'm sure, are nice people. That's how I feel about white people. Prove to me that you're okay. Prove to me that you're one of the good ones.
I don't
Chris,
know that I can.
jury's still out on you.
I don't know that I can. Okay, point of order, never said I was one of the good ones.
This is true. Because otherwise that would have been,
Yeah.
there would have been some contest. Yeah.
And also only get counted by people on this part of the line. People who are blonde and tall and over
right.
here
No,
don't really want me at all.
Right. The Aryans?
Yeah. No.
No, I feel like there's
I'm way too...
But I feel like there's like there is a problem, and it feels like an infinite problem. And if only there were some sort of
A war to help
no,
with that?
just not a war. I don't want it to be messy. I just want there to be some resolution. Like if there were just some sort of like ultimate like a final solution.
Would you like a shower? Yes, I got asked once at band practice, could you stop making so many Holocaust jokes? And I'm like, I am, and my lovely bride goes, oh yeah. So I as an aside, as I've gotten older, apparently I haven't gotten less Jewy in appearance, to use a technical term.
Yeah, that's the Latin term.
That is the Latin. Take it from the Latin, Jewy. Yeah, So yeah, so like this part of the aisle isn't like, well, we'll take the political contribution, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, they're like if you were to be a turncoat and to like sell your soul Candace Owens style, then they would take you under their wing and accept you until that it's time, and
Here's
then
how
they
you know.
won't.
Here's how you know. One day I'm clean shaven. I've grown the little tonsure all the way out, and I'm
the
in
monk thing,
and I'm in about that's what it's called, tonsure. It's not exactly right because they just cut this area out. But anyway, for our story, and I'm in kind of a sky blue extra shitty suit with like a wide tie and like sweat stains on it. That's how you know that it's happened.
It's
like, look, we got one of them. He's one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones.
He's one of them good old boys until he's not. Yeah.
Yeah. I won't be in a trucker hat with a beard and a flannel shirt. I know what I look like. But they're like being in a liquor store and like having guys who kind of look like me thinking I'm one of them saying the shit they want to say. I'm like, I'm going to leave now.
Here's a book by its cover sort of deal. I was in West Virginia. The pseudo Confederacy. Weren't a part of the Confederacy. In fact, the entire state was created to not be a part of the Confederacy.
Sure.
But you can't tell that mountainside with that gigantic Confederate flag on it. You can't tell it that. You can't tell the Wardensville Confederacy festival that I drove through one time. You can't tell them that. Anyway, so someone fit the description at my second show, my Sunday show, and I was like, oh boy, here he comes. Like after I was done, I ended with the Waitress song. She used to be
good song.
It's a great song. And
she used to be my playground.
Heyo. She used to be Marcy's Sex and Candy playground.
Oh,
Heyo.
I hate them so much. I hate them so much.
I smell sex and...
Oh wait, no. I get them confused. I get Marcy's Playground confused with Not a Surf, who I really, really hate.
Don't know who that is.
They did Popular. I got my own car. I'm popular.
Nope.
They were another one of those one-hit wonder type bands.
From the early 90s.
But the difference is they then went on and did these...
And they did January 6th.
If only. No, but one of the guys from Mr. Show did.
Yeah, Jay Johnston. Yeah.
What in the actual fuck?
Yeah, they referenced that on Freedom because Scott Aukerman and Paul F. Tompkins worked on Mr. Show, and they were like, "Yeah, they were talking about how Bob Odenkirk had a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's like, yeah, and some of us, some of us are on TV in different ways than the others. Yeah, like some of us are on the news."
What in the fuck?
Dude, and Dave Anthony was a pal of Jay Johnston's too, and he talks
It
about
must be like your friend is dead, but he's not
It
dead.
happened to my fucking uncle. He didn't go to January 6th, but
You have a white uncle?
No, but he lives in Alaska, so close enough. But
I have
yeah,
a friend
no.
who lives in Alaska. I wonder if they know each other. There's only like 6.5 people
Is your friend one of the black ones? Because I'm sure they know each other.
No,
There's like
he's
my
not one of the black
family.
ones.
Oh, okay. Maybe blends.
But
into
he's
the
tall
smell.
and has a mustache.
Oh yeah, okay. Get
Sure.
mistaken for a moose. They're tall. They're
Only
really
when he
huge.
gets enthused. So, okay, so happened to your uncle? Was there more to the story, or were you not?
It's just like he,
expanding?
it turned out that the post 2016, we just can't really talk to him.
Oh, is he one of those log cabin Republican types?
Whatever the version of that is for black people, yeah.
Are you? No, that is black people. That
No,
is.
log cabin is gays.
No, I thought log cabin was.
No.
Oh, log cabin is.
Yeah, that's gays. That's George Santos. If he's actually gay. Leave George Santos alone. He's just trying to figure out his deal.
Sure.
He's just
And
trying
I-
to figure out
and I'm
who he
sorry,
is.
to
Is
walk
he
that
gay?
back a little bit.
Was
think-
his family in the Holocaust?
When I
you
saw
want to do a joke?
It's a big number.
Hey.
Walking that back a bit, I'm pretty sure when I saw something about log cabin, the members happened to be black, so I misunderstood.
Oh yeah,
black
yeah,
gay.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Oof,
Okay.
man, that is a unicorn if I've ever.
That's
I've
a
ever
lot-
heard
no,
of
that's
a
Paris is
black
burning
gay
right there.
Republican. I
That's
don't know
fucking-
what that means.
What did I say?
Paris is burning. I don't know what that
Paris
is.
is Burning was the documentary. We spoke briefly
We've talked about it, and then I was like, "Did it take place in France?" And you were like, "Fuck you, you dipshit."
I don't think that's what I said. I think that's one of those
just
times where
trying
you
to be your
forget we're not
friend.
actually the same person. I think I was just trying to share information.
You piece of shit.
You
Fuck you.
piece of
Well, how
gotta
dare you
put-
not know the thing that you don't know about?
Yeah, no, I like to share information. I'm not one of those. I'm not proud of like knowing things people don't know. It's like, I think you might like this thing. Honestly, the Canaan thing I've been trying to get you to watch, I think you'd enjoy. That's why I tried to send it to you.
Is it on All Things Comedy?
I think it's on 800 Pound Gorilla, honestly. But it's on the YouTube. And it's a good special. It's very funny. The first 4 minutes are all I need you to watch.
Look, my favorite thing that Kyle Kinane has ever done is welcome to Comedy Central.
You've never watched his stand-up?
No, but I know that he and Rory Scovel have a podcast together, and they are two very, very funny humans.
They have a
Yeah, they have
Podcast?
podcasts. Yeah, it's
I knew
usually
that.
just them, but sometimes they'll have like Daniel Van Kirk on there.
He's doing the podcast rounds for his thing,
He's
and
got a new act.
and that's the one I've been trying to get you to watch. And he went on Are You Garbage, which is a delightful
Who dat?
podcast. It's two guys who you won't know who are Philly comedians.
Foley?
H. Foley, and wait, you know them?
No, I said Philly like I was from Philly. Foley?
Philly?
Go
Yeah.
get a hoagie and go home.
Yeah, it's a little too Baltimore. It's like confusing one. Like it's a little too Baltimore that I get thrown, which is odd because again, I kind of sound like a slightly Canadian newsreader, but I am born and raised. Yeah,
That's
yeah. I know.
pretty good.
I know.
It's a Canadian putting on an American affect.
It
That's
is.
good.
But it is. This is what so aunt sounds right coming out of me, but why? Because
I'm gonna order Indian food.
You should.
I'm fucking hungry, man.
You should. It's funny to me that you order food so late.
I ordered food. What was it? Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Because my house is being occupied by family. And
I used to call it the occupation when family was in my house. With a capital O.
So I ordered my food at 11 o'clock a.m. yesterday, and I'm gonna track my
AM
order.
or PM?
It's arriving soon.
So it's been how many hours?
Yeah, it's been 36 hours since it was supposed to get here.
I was about to say that one of the things I miss about living in a metropolitan area was the ability to get actual food late at night.
Shit, they're closed.
Sorry, man.
It's all right.
Do you not cook?
Oh, I do. It's just there's nothing here to cook right now.
Bag of pasta is like $1.50.
So should I go to the store right now before it closes in 30 minutes?
Obviously.
Yeah. No, there's
You
something
drive?
here. I'll find something. It's
You
just,
drive, right? You do drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like I'd have to go to the store now because they close at midnight.
So you don't like have a cache or a storage, a little
No,
squirreled
there's
away
food.
area?
It's just like there's a lot of people here right now.
And they won't let you have their food?
No, that's not it. It's just the shit they cook I don't really want to eat all the time. So
You want
I think
Indian
I'm gonna
food.
do some. I think I'm gonna do some fake sausages.
Actually, there's a really good food truck in town called Taco Distro. Friend of mine co-owns it. Really good tacos, and I really want tacos from there. But we're trying to be smarter. Like we went and got groceries and cooked food, and it's better that way because it's a lot harder to feed 4 people cheaply than it is 1 people.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for my new segment? Question.
Hey.
Are
yes?
you ready for the new segment?
Sure.
Because I would like to do the new segment, and then I would like a pee break while you play a song.
All right. Hold on. I just want to mention something real fast that I would be remiss if I didn't. Watto's got a hat.
Duly noted.
Yep. He's got a sequel hat.
And
All
also,
right.
Han shot first.
He did until he didn't, and then McClunky.
Why McClunky?
I don't know, but I love it. I love that George Lucas is just like, you know what? Fuck you.
It was totally a fuck you guys.
It really was because like he
You know,
won't.
I gave $1 billion to charity.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
It's like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm doing with my money? I'm making a museum and investing in education.
Yeah, you know, we showed him as a little boy, and he lost his
would
mother.
be
He's
really cool.
sad.
He's a little boy and he's sad. He's a little slave boy and he's
Oh,
sad and he has to
Patton.
leave his mom.
Has anybody had a better, like, maturity arc as a comedian than Patton Oswalt? Like he was a bitchy 20-something who was
I don't
snarky,
know.
but really
I think
funny.
I think his arc is really maybe Mulaney. We haven't seen enough of Mulaney.
Did you watch the new special?
I didn't.
Oh,
but
it's so good.
It's going to be the next stand-up thing I watch. I think after I'm done with Umbrella Academy, I'm going through
What?
Netflix stuff because
I
I'm
would
done with my
say-
carousel of streaming
I
services
might
for a bit.
say give the Canaan one like 4 minutes. I know I get how contrary you are. I do.
That's
but
not
I
it.
ju-
It's just
No,
I'm
it totally
set in my
is.
ways.
Yeah, contrary.
That's not what that means.
Yes, it is.
so like
I think I know what words mean.
okay. You know what? Your argument is sound. You used logic and
I
facts.
did. I was
and
there. I used words.
I guess
in an
I'm just
order
I
that
guess I'm just a
sounded
ball of
as though they
feelings,
meant
and
things.
facts don't care about feelings. Let's just say that you had a wet ass p word, and let's just say that it was
Did you
really wet.
enjoy the picture I
Oh my
sent
god,
you?
so fucking funny, so funny. So good. It's what's that? It's like an onion sort of fake news
You mean
sort of
like
thing.
meanwhile? It's just like a picture of a hat, or after Siskel died, Ebert triumphant.
Yeah, but it was like
Some of that
it was a testimonial from some. It was a fake testimonial from someone.
Fuck all y'all. All y'all could not be reached for comment.
Yeah,
fucking
about Ben
those early
Shapiro,
Onion jokes.
and it was just like this dude just pulls his pants all the way down at the urinal, and he just gets pee all over the place. And ooh, facts don't care about your peelings. I don't know. Wet ass pee floor. I don't know. I'm sorry. He's a monster.
I had a weird thing. The idea that people talk about trauma bonding, like it's bad when you trauma bond. They call it trauma bonding. I'm like, you mean bonding?
That's bonding.
That's just how else do you connect to other people?
Always trauma, but like that's
but
that's a thing.
No,
It's definitely a thing.
No,
Yeah.
it's always trauma. Always.
Well, life is carnage.
By any traumatic means necessary.
Okay, Malcolm.
I felt bad about that halfway through it.
Good. It's fine.
Good. You should.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Something's still right in the world. All right, new segment.
New segment. Are you prepared for the new segment?
Hold on.
Do you want me to send you the name of the new segment through chat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this going to lead into me playing a song, or will it be a complete non sequitur when I play a song because you just have to piss? I do have a banner up. I do have a banner ready for when you go to the bathroom.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Did you read the chat?
No. Yes. Okay.
It's really just for us.
It's great. This is good.
It really is. No, I will tell you, you don't have to put a banner up. You can just put new segment if you like.
No. I just have to format it correctly. It's official. Okay. Here's a new segment.
Okay. I ain't telling you shit.
I ain't telling you shit.
I ain't telling you ain't nothing.
We need to get Rowan to do drops for all of these. For all of our segments.
I don't know about a parade.
Right. That's so good.
That made me so... And he wasn't shitting on me. He was just being a good guy.
But also he was a little bit shitting on you. He was doing a bit. Like, come on.
I don't think he was doing a bit.
He wouldn't have said that to a regular open mic person that wasn't like me or you or Rob.
Not somebody had a relation.
Right, a civilian. He wouldn't
with.
say that to a civilian because he's much too genial and cordial. But
No, he's
he was being
wonderful.
honest, but also he was busting your fucking balls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But to be fair though, I personally engender that. Like I don't.
Hey, let's not talk about gender here, okay? Why does everybody have to have a gender now? All right, Ron DeSantis, 2024.
Gender.
It's sugar,
and,
man.
And I have some fluid.
Oh man, Meatball
Yeah.
Ron. All right, speaking
You
of
know
meatballs,
what would be really funny to me, as an aside, we've talked about if we ever meet in person. I think there's every bit as good of a chance that we meet in person and we don't have a fucking thing to say to each other. We're in the same room, like, Jules, Chris.
Hey.
So.
Oh yeah. Oh you. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna. I was just gonna say.
Oh,
You.
So see you on the live stream.
Yeah. Let's.
Okay, good.
This
See
is
ya.
bad. Let's go. Okay.
Fuck
fine.
right off.
Okay.
Yeah.
New segment.
Sure. New segment. Chris invents shit that already exists. Because I've done it twice.
Should I make that a banner?
I mean, I think I couldn't hurt. But I have done it like 2 different times. I've been, one example was I was sitting working on a song and I had my little looper pedal. Looper pedals here, guitars here, computers where the computer is. And I'm working on the thing and I loop the thing and I'm playing and I'm like, man, it'd be really nice to be able to like put another part on this and change the levels and put vocal, and then part of my head goes, you mean multi-track recording?
Hey, George, it's your cousin. Chris? Chris Miller? No, Martin. Fuck, Chris Martin. And then that's the Coldplay
What
guy.
just happened?
I got George Miller
Did you
and George
just try
Martin.
to Back to the Future?
Yes,
But
yes. I tried to Back to the Future, but then I got George Martin and George Miller confused.
George R.R. Martin?
No.
Because
George
he's so funny? R.R.?
No, but I think that George Martin's middle initial was R. The
Yeah.
Beatles producer, who was like,
Is it
"Hey,
really?
Yeah, I think it is. Or maybe that is apocryphal. I mean, it is apocryphal until I find it out.
I enjoyed the Spin Doctors album Apocryphal of Kryptonite. Not the first time I've said that. Just so as you know, in case you were wondering.
Well, and I'm sure it won't be the last. Nope.
No,
H.
that was it.
Henry is his middle initial.
Is it Harold like Jesus?
No, it's
Our Lord in
it's
heaven,
Harold, like the Silver Surfer is.
Yeah,
the
Harold be
of
thy name.
Galactus. Yeah. mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
sure.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
yeah.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, new segment.
Oh wait, you want to hear the second one?
Oh, yep.
It's not as good.
Ssnotwasscall.
It's not as called. Let's see. The second one was what's the second one? It's not. I already did the one about multi-track recording, right?
No, gaslighting doesn't exist.
Shh, I'm gaslighting you.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
I just had it in my head too. This is sad.
The club in Marvelous Miss Maisel, seasons 1 and 2, is called the Gaslight, and that's where Rachel Brosnahan's Maisel character meets Alex Borstein's Susie character, and Alex Borstein is a fucking tour de force on that show.
She's something, and
a
a
he's
hell of
something.
a voice
And
actor.
Tony fucking Shalhoub, oh my god, the second the finale.
I haven't watched
came
it.
out.
I haven't watched it.
He has a speech in the
heard
second to
he's
last
great.
episode,
Heard he's
and
so great.
it is just I cry over everything because I'm a broken person. But
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, this is going to get him a fucking award
First
because
of
it was
all,
just
so
God.
say we all. Like the
Yeah,
moment
Kaiser so
in-
say we all.
but like
That's not my joke. That's a my brother and me joke.
I like it. I
Kaiser
like
so say too. So say we all.
it. Going back. So sayer.
That's the third one. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
going
two
back.
Kaiser,
no, that's
two
so
Soze.
sayest. That's so sayest. Going back. Tony Shalhoub will be forever in my heart for Galaxy Quest.
Oh, absolutely. Galaxy
Hey
Quest.
guys,
perfect
we're
movie.
dealing with some stuff. It is a perfect.
It's a perfect movie. You know, but
Have you watched the documentary on it?
No. I think we've talked about this.
It is a perfect double feature, and it doesn't matter which way you go. As long as you've seen Galaxy Quest
Already
at
seen
least
it, yeah,
once,
of course.
you
Saw it
can
in
watch
theaters.
either one. And it's
You know,
on Amazon.
there were swears in it.
I know.
So like if
Fuck
you look,
that,
they've
if you watch your
over
face.
yeah. If you
they
watch,
have a whole
yeah.
thing about it. You need to watch the doc. It's worth your time.
Yeah. Is it on the YouTubes or like a Hulu
it's
or
on.
something like
It's
that?
on Prime. I want to say it's called Never
okay.
Surrender.
Right.
It's so great.
Oh my god, I think about that all the time. Never give up. Never surrender.
No, surrender.
Oh my god, like, and everybody, that's Enrico Colantoni, one of
Yes,
the best character
it's
actors
wonderful.
ever.
The whole
Missy
cast
Pyle
is
is one
amazing.
of the aliens.
So great.
One of the
Rainn
guys
Wilson?
that Deadpool kills. Yeah, and then Rainn Wilson is the other guy. And then the entire crew is Sam Rockwell.
Killers.
Oh my god.
One of his first movies.
And just
Hey, maybe you're plucky. Yeah. Oh.
Justin Long. First time I saw Justin Long.
His first movie, Mother. You're
Oh my god.
fucking. And that movie, that a lot of movies don't hold up. That
No,
movie,
that one holds up. The
fucking holds
CGI is, a bit ropey. Again,
fine.
it looks about as good as
It's
Thor: Love
fine.
and Thunder.
but for being from like
1999.
I won a gift thing from that for like you got to see the movie for free and you got a fucking ice cream cake. And you want to talk about being in your fucking glory?
Swish.
Yes.
Swish.
Nothing but net, motherfucker.
God
Just
damn.
like.
No, that movie is like top tier.
And there is a thing.
Yeah.
Were you quoting Mamet from that or no? About it being a perfect movie.
No,
Yeah,
I
the
don't. I don't
documentary
indulge
opens
in,
with
in David.
there are
Mamet.
there are 4 perfect movies. It's like blah 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 blah, blah and Galaxy Quest.
Yeah. Like, I think Back to the Future is up there with, like, close.
No.
And I think
No.
Groundhog Day up there close.
I will
think
say,
those are...
Back to the Future I watched recently didn't quite hold up for me. Groundhog Day, better than I remembered it.
Groundhog Day is so well done. Harold Ramis gave good movie.
He did, very much.
He
But
gave good
Galaxy
movie.
Quest,
No, that's a top... That's like... Look. I think Galaxy Quest is in that arena of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Breaking Bad, where it's just like, oh, I can just
wait
throw
a
this
minute.
on
What
anytime.
what was that middle one? Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
I will say the moments in you're like crying at everything that thing, fucking when she is torpedoing her life.
Oh God! When she's
when
in her
they're-
apartment and everybody's there and she's like, and they have the documents and she's
And she like tears each of them a new one. It's
Yeah.
like fuck you for this and fuck and I
and then
was standing in
Daryl
my-
and then he's like, please don't do me.
and like standing in my kitchen watching it and I'm just like,
Oh no!
this is how it happens.
Yeah,
This
it was really like it was.
Because I don't know about you, but my thing is like there is like a ticker tape in my head. It's like if you read all that shit off with those people are in the room, they're not coming back.
No,
And I'm like-
absolutely.
And she's
Absolutely.
reading that shit off.
It's really like
I think when I was
relatable as
watching
fuck.
I was like this. I'm like, oh, she's doing it.
I
And
couldn't.
I just like my eyes are like
Yeah.
filling up.
There's a scene in Breaking Bad in the last season of Breaking Bad where something like that happens,
My
you're like,
13-year-old
oh my God,
My
no!
13-year-old is obsessed with that show.
It's incredible. Better Call Saul is very, very, very good.
I've heard that might be better.
It's not.
Not true.
It's not, because Breaking Bad can exist on its own. Better Call Saul can exist on its own, but it
But why
won't
would it?
have the same weight and heft.
I got you.
If you haven't seen the preceding series.
Yeah, I started. What did I start watching?
But I would say if you want to start, oh no, the fucking pilot for Breaking Bad is like such a good,
I've seen it.
good hour of television.
It's really good.
It's really intense though, and like
so.
if you
I made it up to the
you-
point with the guy like that who was half dead in his basement that he couldn't bring himself to kill. Yeah,
Oh, what's his name?
but you know what I'm talking about.
Not Emilio. Oh no, his name was Emilio. Yeah.
I remembered the thing that I shit that I invented that it's already been made. Pre-existing inventions. That's right.
Pre-existing inventions.
So I'm walking along outside, sunlight, sunglasses on, and I'm thinking it's weird. You know, you squint in the sunlight, but when you put sunglasses on, your eyes are open wide. I wonder if there's some shit, you know, like something from the rays that are fucking your eyes up. You should probably have some. Oh, you mean like UV protection on your sunglasses that are already there?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the two.
Pre-existing
Granted.
inventions.
Yeah. Dink.
Ding.
Those are the two, but those are granted the multi-track recording one. I think
That's hilarious.
yeah, I'm proud of that because in a weird sort of way, it is like an interesting place for your head to go because you are technically coming up with a thing.
Right. No, you are. It's like how multiple cultures came up with pyramids. It wasn't aliens. It's just geometry, and it's a simple fucking shape, and it's an easy way to make a thing tall.
Sure.
But those brown people couldn't do that. It had to be
And-
aliens.
And aliens.
Yeah. I know people who believed and possibly still believe that. They are also people who posted Alex Jones stuff. They are also someone you know. I'll take your answer off the air.
Is it you?
Oh, fuck. So what's this new segment?
That was it. I ain't telling you shit.
Oh my god. I don't know if that was a bit or if this was a whole long con for it's just like this. It's Schrodinger's segment. Like either that was all a setup for that bit and that was the payoff, or there is a bit, but like I kind of secretly don't want you to get into the segment because
Or,
of how
I
funny
just
that was.
read it off the screen. Pick whatever you want.
So, segment.
I ain't telling you shit.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Don't you have to piss?
I really do.
Yeah. This was like 10 minutes ago. Go.
I'm an older gentleman, but are you going to play a song?
Yeah. I'll play a
Cool.
song, then we'll get to the thing. And here is the segment now.
Rest in peace.
And I'm going to show... Oh, I was going to show your empty screen while I played, but I guess it'll just be me. I don't know what to play, guys. And by guys, I mean maybe Chris is going to be on the YouTube watching this. Maybe not. Maybe, but probably not. Bo Burnham, man. Find some time to sort it out. To clear my mind of any doubt. I don't mean you any harm. Can't just ignore this feeling. There is something wrong. Just watch me throw it all away. Don't wanna hear you say you make it all okay. You can't return the blame. Talk as if you're in a dream. The way you dance is smooth as cream. I'd hang on every word you'd breathe. To you I'm sheep you use for sharpening your teeth. Just watch me throw it all away. Don't wanna hear you say make it all okay. You can't return the blame. No way. on to a love that had already faded away. I'll wait no longer, I can't feed your hunger for pain. And all the years we had have come and gone so fast. The fact that I can't get them back is all that will remain. Just watch me throw it all away. Don't wanna hear you say that you'll make it all okay. You can't return the blame. No, it's not all fun and games. But hey, we always played your way. I'm not here to stay. The price is yours. The price is yours. The price is yours to pay. Yours to pay. Yours to pay. The price is yours to pay. Yours to pay. Yours to pay. Looks very fair. Hair Club for Men. That was the actual chord. I didn't even. I guess my muscle memory is kicking in because I didn't look and I just went. So that's good.
Yeah.
You got one?
Isn't that what piano playing is supposed to be like?
Piano. I like when people call it piano. Like they don't do piano. It's a piano.
I appreciate that. So is that song called Rest in Piss or?
No, that song's called Withdrawal. Do you get it? Because it's about a withdrawal from a relationship, but also the other person is probably, spoiler alert, did end up going through withdrawal from affection.
Oh, see, I thought you were talking about the least reliable form of birth control,
which was a part of that relationship. Yep. What you got? Well, I don't know what you got, but you know what I know. Watto's got a hat.
Watto's got a hat. Mercifully, I have nothing.
You have MRSA?
I don't have MRSA, but I also don't have any STIs.
What about a song? Do you have one of those?
Nope.
Okay, and that I just looked at your comment, and that's what your comment says. Nope.
Well, you're like, I'm wondering if Chris is listening. I'm like, nope. You know, it's funny. I didn't get to work up the song for you that I really liked. Yet another Where's My Goddamn Parade song. Although, yeah, that's the one. As segment producer, kind of killing it. Let's be honest. Can you go back to the 2-shot?
Yeah, sure.
Just out of curiosity, do you have any things coming up in the Burg of Pitts?
No.
In the land of Cleve?
No. I'm thinking of just doing this to fuck with everybody. I'm thinking of doing a thing in the fall where I go to like the Midwest area, Chicago and
Chicago isn't near me.
No, but it's near enough to where it's near enough to that and far enough from here to where it's just like I'll probably start in Pittsburgh, or maybe I'll start in like New York and then just drive.
If we could just like find a fucking open mic or something in Pittsburgh to meet up, that'd be great.
Pittsburgh is 4 hours from me.
Is that bad?
Yes.
Well, I thought you
for an
just
open
said
mic. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you said you were going to start in Pittsburgh.
If I'm good, well, then I'd book a show, is what I'm saying. Like, I'd book a tour where I'd, hopefully not completely take a bath on, which, let's be honest, that's what touring is. It's paying
a bath.
to go play shows. That's what Illy Amy's about to do. Like, I doubt they'll break even.
I think they're doing okay. But
They're doing okay, but that's because they have regular local-ish gigs. Like, they have regular stuff in Frederick and Baltimore.
They're also playing places that they have a long history with.
Oh, okay.
Like, I had been hearing about the places they're playing for a very long time. And at least one of the places they're going, Susan Schneider is there.
Oh.
So they have that. And I'm so jealous, Ron Smith is going to one of their shows.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
So they are going to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Okay,
they
yeah.
are.
See, because that's what I'm basically gonna do. What they're doing, or that's the plan. Is that I'll go. Maybe I'll start I'll drive up from Baltimore, to Pittsburgh, and maybe stop in York or whatever the fuck.
I would love to. That is one of those things I very rarely have interest in. Like, I want to drive 9 hours for a thing, but I'd go to St. Louis. I made some friends there over the lockdown. Joe Boy and all those guys. And there are a lot of people that I might like to see in person.
Yeah.
Even if it's just, again, to play like an open mic. Like, just to do it.
Yeah.
To have played there. But yeah, Ron's one of those guys, like, I hold him in such high esteem. His shit's so good. Like, it's dunk, dink, dunk, dink. And then it's like fucking, it just hits you in the face.
Yeah.
And
he's not a bad singer.
He's a good singer.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. He's a good, no, but I know what you mean. Like, it's not the first thing you think of, but then, like, you come back around, like, no, that sounded good too.
That's a good voice. Yeah.
I enjoy his voice, and I enjoy that he is an older gentleman who still does it. Like, it gives me, as a fairly old gentleman, to see an older gentleman still in it and still, like, making really interesting work. I love what he does. Like, the fact that in a 2-song open mic set, he makes everybody laugh, and then he makes everybody cry.
Yeah.
And we're all like, why do we do this?
Yeah. Well, to see Ron.
Yeah, pretty much. But like, so, now there's a guest.
Oh my God. Look, man, I like seeing as though this is a part of the VOM extended universe. I feel like we should have like an open invitation to pretty much anyone on the VOM.
Besides you.
Besides me.
And me.
And you.
Because fuck the both of us.
Yeah.
Because really, what are we thinking?
Let's just have Rowan host it. Rob had a good idea. You know what bad idea Rob had? Me hosting his open mic, which is technically what's going to be happening. I'm going to be running
Which one? Are you taking the Sparkoma Park?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Sparkoma.
Yeah, the Sparkoma Spark.
Which sounds, I know why they didn't call it that.
Because it's bad?
No, well, yes. But specifically because it sounds too much like sarcoma.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what people like to think of when they think of fun, festive music.
Who likes cancer? We
Cancer,
like cancer.
yay.
Ew.
Ew, cancer, yucky.
Hey, cancer, it grows on you.
Oh my God. I told you about that Tim Minchin song called You Grew on Me. Where like the first line is you grew on me like a tumor. And
I don't know how I feel about him.
Oh, look, just stay away from the political stuff because it is Bill Maher level preachy. Like his latest special was like half just like I'm an atheist, and it's just like, dude, just write musicals, man, because you're so fucking
Matilda
good at it.
wasn't
it's incredible,
delight?
And they need to make a Groundhog Day the musical
How about
movie.
that fucking no? Before you move on to Groundhog Day, which I've heard wonderful,
which is
things
superior.
About.
The songs
How
are
about that
superior.
Fucking dance, like the little pudgy kid, and they're doing that fucking dance.
Oh yeah,
but
it's
they're
great.
Doing this weird dance thing where they're moving forward while they're dancing.
It was really good, and like one of the things I liked about Stranger Things is that the kids weren't annoying. They weren't the best actors. Millie Bobby Brown is not the best actor. She's gotten better.
Oh. Have you seen Enola Holmes?
Yeah, I love Enola Holmes. I've seen both of them.
I was gonna say because then
you
you'll
know,
need to fuck right off.
but also
she's
like
great in those.
She's good in those. She's not the best actor.
Henry Cavill is in that.
That's
not
what
fair.
I'm saying.
That's
what I'm
not
saying.
fair.
He's the charisma machine. He is the
He
charisma
is a
department. I'm sorry. Calling the charisma department. Please hold for Mr. Cavill.
Tell me again. Did you or did you not see Dungeons and Dragons?
No. I'm not gonna be able to wait until it's on a streaming service that I have because it's on Paramount or Peacock, and I'm not.
It's
doing
on
that again.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I'm not. I already did that. I
And
watched all the
it
Star
is-
Trek. I started watching Tulsa King, and I was like, I get it.
I was thinking about watching that like tonight. It's not worth it.
It's a Taylor Sheridan joint. So
I don't know that
he's the
name.
Yellowstone guy, and the Sons of Anarchy guy. And so
Okay,
I think when he
Yellowstone,
does,
I'm not into Republican porn.
no, when
so-
he does contemporary things, it's not very good. When he does a period piece, like the 1883 show, which is a prequel to Yellowstone,
is
it's
Yellowstone
fucking great.
good?
Well, it's not on Paramount Plus, so I didn't watch it. Also, there's 5 seasons, so that's too much. So no,
I've heard it referred to as like right wingers.
it really
porn.
is. It's the West Wing for right wingers. Yeah, it's
I
like
couldn't make it past the pilot of West Wing.
because it's bad, and Aaron Sorkin is a bad writer. Hot
He's
take.
not a bad writer
he is.
exactly.
Yeah, he's bad at writing stories. He's good sometimes at writing dialogue, but if you know how Aaron Sorkin thinks, you
But
can
I
only
like-
hear Aaron Sorkin talking when the characters he writes talk. And I
has-
hate that.
He has a similar issue to Tina Fey. All the characters sound
Yeah,
like
but
Tina
Fey is funny.
Sometimes.
She's funnier than fucking Aaron Sorkin. Aaron Sorkin, when he thinks he's being funny, is
Did you read it?
unbearable.
Did you read her book?
No,
It's
I don't read
very good.
books that.
No.
I don't read books.
No, let's go back. I listened her book,
Oh, there we go. I'll do that.
and it got me through a 6-hour drive back from Baltimore back in the day, 5-6 years ago, whenever it was, and gotta say, it was delight. And moments of her doing her Alec Baldwin impression, and her fucking
Hold on. Here's my Alec Baldwin impression. I'm gonna shoot this woman.
I am God.
Yeah. Let's lax on the production budget and let's deunionize our production and then not have the armorer actually do their job and then I'm gonna murder someone. That's my Alec Baldwin impression. I'm culpable for this murder.
Hey, can I shoot her for real? It's the only thing that gets me hard.
Bullets are for closers. Never seen the movie. Never seen anything Mamet's done.
I don't know that you have to.
I won't.
There are
Apparently,
things,
David Mamet is a raging fucking piece of shit.
There are things that are issues.
Yeah, him and Sorkin are in a similar vein, except
No,
Mamet is
I don't think
except
that's
Mamet is
fair.
talented.
I would go. I don't think it's quite. Look, I know you're gonna have trouble with this because we're on the internet, but I think there's a little more to it than that.
Well, I'm just going by how anti-union Aaron Sorkin is.
Didn't
But-
know that.
But
Didn't have
he's
that information.
but now he's on board with the writer's strike because he's like, well, an AI couldn't write an episode of The West Wing, so. And I'm
I
like,
will
have you
say-
seen the fucking West Wing?
Just to be clear, Sorkin did Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Yeah. It's like 30 Rock, but not funny.
I really liked it.
Look, there's no accounting for taste.
I'm not saying it's funny.
Yeah,
I'm saying I liked it.
that's fine.
And I enjoyed the whole thing about the weird Matthew Perry character who like wrote the whole thing himself and just like got into drugs and then just hallucinated a person. I don't know what it was about it.
Oh, it's
but
because that's the Aaron Sorkin analog character because he writes everything himself and did a bunch of drugs.
Although I will say
That's the coolest thing about Aaron Sorkin is all the drugs he did.
I saw the touring production of
Few Good Men. A Few Good Men.
Yes. and it was
That's probably the best thing he's done.
It was a great
because
It was a great show, and it was one of the Carradines, the less problematic Carradines, played the then Tom
there
Cruise
are problematic Carradines.
Well, you know.
I mean, there's the one that jerked himself off to death. There's Bill, who killed himself.
Well, he just wins.
Right, he wins. Yeah.
Died as he lived.
Ever Carradine?
No.
I think that's the
Keith.
girl one.
I think it was Keith.
It's Keith Carradine is the he played Wild Bill Hickok in Deadwood.
I think I saw him play. I think I saw him play Will Rogers.
Is he tall?
On a. It's
tall?
hard to tell from a distance.
Oh, from on the stage, yeah.
The one who was married to Bonnie Raitt for a while. There was a Carradine. Do you know who Bonnie Raitt is?
Yes, I know who Bonnie Raitt is. I don't know the history of her marital
Q?
status. Yeah, because I don't know who the fuck she was married to, motherfucker. Let's fight.
Obviously, you're doing it wrong, and bring it on. Okay, I have my song.
No, she's only been married to one person called Michael O'Keefe.
She was involved with this person.
I'm going to look at the personal life section. Michael O'Keefe. She was in Alcoholics Anonymous. Stevie Ray Vaughan helped her get clean.
I will say she was great on Questlove's podcast.
God, everybody has a fucking podcast.
But no, I know, but it's not one you would necessarily expect. I wouldn't necessarily expect everybody on that show to be on board with, and like they're talking to Bonnie Raitt like they've heard every record she ever put out. It was a pleasant surprise.
Well, he knows his shit, and except he can't I guess a job's a job, right? So
I know.
So, I
what
guess
is it
work
with your
for
problem
Jimmy
with
Fallon.
white dudes named Jim?
I don't
Finally,
have a
white
problem
dudes
with
named
Jimmy
Jim.
Kimmel. I think he's fine. I think his does what it says on the tin. Plus, he works for the Mouse, so he'll get like the Marvel exclusives and stuff.
Unfortunately, he's friends with the now super right-wing dude who used to do the Man Show with him.
Oh, what's his kind?
Yeah, I don't want to say the name.
Yeah, the guy whose Women Aren't Funny. That guy.
That's exactly the guy. His former co-host, wonderful podcast.
I see nothing.
Is your new best friend?
Keith
Maybe they weren't
Carradine.
married, but they were involved. In any event.
No, but I don't. I'm. You do song.
You do you.
You
do you.
I will.
You do you. Rest in piss.
Rest in piss, Adam Carolla. Fuck off. You got to watch Succession. It's up there.
I've heard great things.
It's
Is
up
it a good
there.
show?
They have to, the
Who's
season
involved with that show?
the series. Adam McKay is one of the main producers, and
he really took a left turn. Didn't
he is and like literally a left turn.
Yes.
Which is. Have you seen Don't Look Up?
No, I can't watch it.
Oh, I liked it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
There are people in it I like.
Oh, it's good. And the problem a lot of liberals had with it was like, oh, you're just chastising the status quo. You're not offering any solutions. It's not even funny. It's funny as shit.
Okay,
There's a Jeff Bezos / Joe Biden / Elon Musk character in there.
You know what your job is? To be funny, and that's it. If you're funny,
it's funny.
It's
funny. I thought it was funny, but I also think like it's very scary. Because of the world,
because of things,
because of the thing it's talking about, the thing it's an analog for. But anyway, he is one of the producers on Succession, and Succession is one of the funniest shows.
I've heard it's fucking fantastic.
They will have to.
I haven't gotten there yet.
They will have and it's only 4 seasons, and it's like the first 2 seasons are 8 episodes, the third one's 9, this one's 10. So you can watch through it in a weekend. If
I
you
did
have nothing
just
to do.
finish the second season finale of Ghosts, which is also on Paramount Plus.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Well, it was a BBC
Oh, if you're on
show.
Paramount Plus, watch Evil. That show is a fucking fun time.
Isn't Luke Cage?
Luke
on
Cage
that?
is in it. Yeah, and Asif Manvi.
Did you see
and
that?
Ben Linus from Lost, which you wouldn't know.
Wait, you saw him? Yeah. And he was fine.
And he was fine. So he's coming back.
I had to
Because Jones is coming back.
I hope so.
There's no way. The only person that's not coming back from that is fucking
the
guy
Danny
from
Rand.
that. They'll
Yeah.
recast him or just
He
make
came
a new
around,
Iron Fist.
by the way. He got better. He wasn't.
Well,
"I'm
look,
the
here's
Iron
the
Fist."
thing that happened. The second season was 8 episodes instead of 13, and he wasn't really the only main character in it. They finally were like, "Hey, Jessica Henwick, you are like a world-class actor. Here you go, center stage, please." And then it was good. Also, Sacha Dhawan always crushing it. The other Iron Fist, his friend, who also got hit in the back with the sticks in the mountains.
Okay. I will say that I was trying to describe. I have wonderful. There's no other way to describe it. Civilian friends, non-creatives, non-musicians.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I
mean.
call them too. Civilians.
Yeah, because it's what they are. Like they go through their regular lives and they're fine, and some of them are more fine than others. And we're having dinner with these folks, and I'm trying
Speaking
to
of
describe.
civilians.
Have you finished it yet?
No, I just started it. Yeah.
I look forward.
We can talk to it. We can talk about it next week.
next week.
Yeah, it's great though so far.
I know,
I got to the part where the Spectre shows up, and then I'm like,
Baby.
okay, all right,
baby. I know.
all right, Han Solo.
I'm happy for you. Like it's a great ride.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a great ride.
And
It's
I
so
love,
much fun.
You know, I know you didn't really care for it, but I read Irredeemable, and I loved that shit. It went all over the place, but like I was just along for the ride. And
Yeah,
Mark
but
Waid,
have you read Incorrigible yet?
you mean Incorruptible?
Yes.
No, because I heard it wasn't as good, but I'm probably gonna ultimately end up doing that. I'll probably reread Irredeemable and then just buy that because apparently it's Max Damage. That's that alone, that character's name alone. It's just
They
like,
do
yeah,
some
it's pretty
great
good.
stuff with that character.
Yeah, and when he pops into the to the actual the Irredeemable series, he
I don't
fits
know.
in.
I don't know how much he pops in there.
He's
but
towards the end. He's like in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His whole motivation in his series, what was it called? What was it called?
Incorruptible. We can call it Incorrigible.
I like that, but that's the British version. When they
Indubitable.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Siri, get the fuck out of here.
So
Is your Siri American?
no, my Siri is a Scottish woman.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
That's bloody
It doesn't quite have the butter. But no. But so I'm talking to a couple of civilians, for lack of a better term, friends at dinner, trying to explain to them what something like this is, what VOM is like, what the happy hour thing was like. I was like, yeah, I co-host this VOM thing with my buddy Rowan. Oh, and I was talking about how like horribly pale and terrifying I look in these things, and I'm doing VOM with this awesome black guy who also happens to be gorgeous.
He's a pretty man.
Yeah, and I'm like, and they're like, ha, and I'm like, no, here's what he looks like, and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I
He's
told
a
them,
good looking dude.
yeah. But the funny thing is, I had there was an ex of mine, and granted, this is going back to the 90s, but there was a song that was kind of about her. And we're friendly on the book face. And I sent her a link. I'm like, I hope you're cool with this. This is something I wrote. And she's like, and she went and watched, she's like, I watched it. Yeah, I'm fine with it. And also, your friend is gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. You look great. But, and it's like, no, I know. Yeah.
None taken.
No, absolutely. It's like I'm just a pallid little blotchy bald white dude.
Hey, you're
And
all
then
right.
I'm
Okay.
fine.
You're okay.
I a long time ago I was a fairly attractive
Young Latin gentleman.
young Latin gentleman, but
A Latinx. A Latinx.
Latinx.
Anyway, before you start your song, all I want to say about Succession is the series finale is tomorrow, I guess now because it's Saturday.
I
They
thought
will
it already ended.
They will have to really fuck it up to make it not one of the best television shows that's came out in the past 10 years.
People love the shit
It's
out of that
really
show.
good, and it's very funny and very scary also. Adam McKay kind of has a theme.
But you know the one I couldn't get into?
Billions,
That's the one! How did you do that?
because they're the same show.
And I love...
Except Succession is good. And
That's what
Billions
I've heard.
Billions suffers from this Sorkin thing where it's all these like hyper specific, hyper intelligent people. You know what I mean?
saying the same
so they will like reference some very obscure, usually it's like an album or a track or some shit, and then it's like, oh, you don't know about this? Oh well, and then it's just the fucking
Well, that's
you can hear the writers.
The main writer,
talking.
Brian Koppelman, is one of those guys.
Yeah, I can't.
He's obsessed with drive-by truckers. He's totally into all the shit that you expect a middle-aged white guy to be
Metallica, who's been on the show multiple times.
No, that's weird.
Yeah.
I know Dan Soder's been on there, who is a comedian I quite like, but
Yeah, he's on Bob's Burgers sometimes.
that's weird. He's got a great voice. He's got a
Also,
voice for
one of the guys on Bob's Burgers who plays one of the main side characters was voiced by Jay Johnston. And so now what they do for the past 2 seasons is that character's just in the background because he works across the street from the burger place. And so it's still Jimmy Pesto. He's still there. Well, I'm pretty sure what they did with Apu was Lisa looked at the camera and said, "We're not going to do anything about this."
I mean,
And then 2 years later, Hank Azaria was like, "I guess I'll stop."
no, they don't voice the character anymore.
Yeah, because 2 years later, after Hari Kondabolu made a fucking documentary about like, hey, maybe it's kind of fucked up that this
Have you not
Italian
heard the
guy?
podcast where they're on together?
No, but like I'm
It's
sure
a
it's water
great
under
interview
the
with the
bridge
two of
and,
them,
and whatever.
and he
Hari
said-
is such a great interview.
Also
and
has a new
interviewer.
stand-up collection that is
Very funny.
on.
He's a very funny person.
He is. I miss him on with Kamal Bell.
They had a
Because-
podcast together. Yeah,
They used to.
yeah. I said had.
Politically reactive.
Mm.
I love Kamal Bell. I love everything he does. I wish sometimes that he'd do just a little bit of stand-up that I get to see. But I still love United Shades. He is just he has what Bourdain had. For lack of a better term, as a person, there are very few people who
You can just watch.
there are very few that too, but there are very few people who have, for lack of a better term, soul that comes across somehow through a camera. That is a fucking magic trick, because when Bourdain passed, everybody I knew, and not everybody I know is like you and me politically, everybody I knew was fucking heartbroken
Yeah.
because of that guy.
Yeah. Like I never watched No Reservations.
You didn't have to.
But like I knew his personality was like bigger than the shows he was
You didn't
on,
have to.
and I think he did an episode of The Nerdist,
Yeah, and he was
and
great.
that's where I heard that's like my most exposure to him, and it was
And
a
his books are
fucking-
wonderful.
It was and you know he wrote a book on Typhoid Mary
Did he really?
because she was a chef to like the elite, but she was also spreading fucking typhoid.
Sure.
But not just her, because it was the pores, because they were.
Yeah.
It was a very COVID Spanish flu sort of deal where they were just
And
ignoring it because it was just
I
the
will
pores that it was
say,
happening to.
if you haven't read it, even after all this time, Kitchen Confidential, hell of a book. I will say it. I have it on my bookshelf. I'll hand it through to you.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a fine, fine read. He was a really good writer. Great writer, no. But how many of those do you get? You know?
2.
Yeah, exactly. I will say, you know what I did just finish watching that was astounding was Tiny Beautiful Things.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that
I like
was-
Catherine Hahn, but there's too much stuff. There's too much stuff. Maybe I'll
There's
get to it.
always too much stuff,
Yeah.
and she is not afraid
You
to
keep saying
look
that.
however she needs to look
Yeah.
for things.
I mean, like, it's Hollywood, so they don't hire you unless you're beautiful. So, you know, even
Yeah.
when you frump up a Hollywood person, they still look better than you or me.
Yeah, but no, they've got her looking pretty rough. But that's not the point. The point is she's great in it. And Cheryl Strayed writes some wonderful things. You're making a face.
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
I'm assuming it's the writer of the book.
well, that's the weird thing. Tiny Beautiful Things is the name of a collection of columns for Dear Sugar. Have you ever heard of that?
No, is that like Dear Prudie?
Kind of. It's an advice column, but the responses are far better written than one would ever expect.
Huh.
And somehow they took the column and some things about the author's life as a jumping off point for a singular television show. And it's only 8 episodes. It's on Hulu.
That or Fleischman?
You've watched Fleischman.
I'm asking, what's better?
That's not fair.
Okay. There's a show with two Daniel Craig's wife. What's her name? Rachel Weisz.
Oh,
There's a show with 2 of her.
Dead Ringers?
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch that.
I watched the original movie with Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons.
Have you not seen the Cronenberg film?
Nope.
A lot of body horror.
Yeah. Apparently it's pretty good.
I saw that shit way
new
too
one.
young. Yeah. She's a really good
great.
actor.
She's great.
She's
and
a really good actor.
I keep seeing that there are so many people in it that I love, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna
And
watch this.
I can't answer which
The Fleischman
is
question.
better because I will say
That sounds like a Nazi thing.
you bet. It's not
What are we
really,
gonna do about the Fleischman question?
Let's be honest, Jules. It's not really that surprising coming from you.
Wait, which thing is my thing? I thought I was the one who hated women, and you were the white supremacist.
And Jewish women.
Oh, I see. See, there's overlap because you see, you're the white supremacist, so that means that like there's also black women there.
I'm
and
the
stuff.
weird, self-hating, half-Jewish white
Right.
supremacist. Is that it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Let's
I
say
can be
yes.
I can be the racist.
I was
Also-
amazed at the turn. Sure, you are. I was amazed at the turn of making Claire Danes' character the most unsympathetic character maybe in the history of television.
To the
and
hero
then
of the goddamn
turning
story.
her.
Yeah.
No, the hero of the story.
Oh, Ted Mosby.
No,
What?
his wife.
No, Lizzie Kaplan is not the.
Lizzie Kaplan.
No, Lizzie Kaplan is the protagonist. She's not the hero of the story.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But in any event,
Homelander is one of the. No, he's not the protagonist.
no. But the turn with her
Yeah, it's
is
great.
so good.
Yeah, she was-
that I
she-
kind of want to read the book to see how they pulled it off in the book.
Let me know how that goes. Play a song.
But I will say before I play the song that between the two, I don't know. I will.
Would you
say-
go back? Which one would you go back and watch? Would you go back and watch either of them? Fleischman is a very harrowing thing, but
I
it's got
would
some
not
moments.
watch Fleischman again.
Yeah, I don't think I
It
will.
was too much.
Yeah.
It was.
very good.
Was wonderfully done.
Adam Brody.
Yeah, he's
Love
great.
me some Adam Brody.
And Lex Luthor.
Which one?
The
Kevin
who you
Spacey?
think is the main character? No.
Oh, right, Jesse Eisenberg. I forgot he played Lex Luthor.
But
Because it was not very good.
like Tiny Beautiful Things, I would watch again. There are a lot of things to recommend it.
I'll get to it.
I feel like it's worth your time, but if you don't get to it, I get it.
Well,
You
like
know?
I like I said, I'm done with my streaming carousel. So
Your Paramount Plus.
no, all of them. I mean, I
Are you just
Paramount-
watching YouTube now?
Paramount Plus was 3 streaming services ago. I've had Apple since then,
Oh man, really?
and then yeah,
Is there anything to watch on there
yeah. There's a ton of stuff, and it's
besides
Severance.
Schmigadoon?
no, Severance.
Is that good?
It's incredible.
That's
Adam Scott.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben from Parks and Rec.
No, Ben. Not Ben Kingsley.
Oh, Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a song. Don't stop pretending it's all so simple. Don't make me say it. Don't make me. Pull me close and make me. Pull me close and make me. Pull me close and make me forget. You kept the flowers. That's unexpected. What else is left here? What else is left? Pull me close and make me. Pull me close and make me. Pull me close and make me forget. I think I get it. Don't stop pretending. No, don't stop. Pull me close and make me. Pull me close and make me. Pull me close and make me forget.
Yay.
Thanks. And that's one of the like lowercase p "Where's My Goddamn Parade" songs, because I think it's much better than the reaction it's ever gotten. It's normally like, oh yeah, you played a song. Like, are you not listening? Like, this is fucked up. Why aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've had to temper my expectations with the new stuff I've written, because it is very dense.
Yes.
And there's like a lot of, like, the first track on the album, which is the album that's theoretical, Schrodinger's album, has a
the forthcoming potential album.
yeah. There's like a lot of, I do Denial Isn't Just a River in Africa bit in the chorus.
Oh shit.
But I also reference the 5 stages of grief, which is going to be an ongoing theme throughout the album, because I done a murder and I feel bad about it because the person I done murdered was somebody I done loved. So it's a very complicated thing. And people are like, oh, that's song. I'm like,
Yeah, every once in a while, for the most part, I'm like, everything gets what it deserves, ultimately.
sure.
But every once in a while, one of those, like, that's a song I barely play. But I think it's awful good. And I'm like, that, you know, when you write like I do, sometimes they come out good and sometimes they don't. And that's one of the good ones. And I'm like,
You know, hey, Chris,
yeah,
you're one of the good ones.
well, we both know that's not true.
Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
it seemed like a opportune time to say that, but no, obviously I'm lying. But.
An opportune time to lie.
But you did. And you lied about it. Thanos.
Yeah. So how far are you into the King Domcom?
Oh, like 15 pages. Not very long.
Interesting, because I find it very much a page turner.
Well, it is, but it's just like the only
Caught you at the
time
wrong
I've
time.
had to read it while I was thinking about reading it was like right before I had to go to do my open mics, and right after
I read a lovely Superman comic called Superman: The Space Age that Mike Allred illustrates. It's
Never
quite
heard of
good.
it. Is it recent?
It's recent, and it's one of those things where they very gently tweak some of the notions. Like, he doesn't Superman until he's like a grown person. Like, the Kents just kind of keep him down on the farm a little bit
So
longer.
like the Zack Snyder thing.
A little bit, but considerably more humanistic.
Oh no, I didn't mean quality wise, or the
little
treatment
bit.
of Superman.
A little bit. And he goes away again, and there's the did you read Crisis? Did you read the original Crisis?
No,
I
too
mean,
much.
I'm
It's
not
too
gonna
much
say
stuff.
it's good exactly, but it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile history reading.
Yeah, most of those like big event crossover books, things that like span multiple series and like Civil War, I didn't
That-
think it was very good.
It's interminable.
The movie is far superior.
Civil War is a great movie.
Yeah.
One of the best Marvel.
one of the
movies,
best
like
Marvel
top
movies.
5 Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But fucking, I might go watch it after we
It's
finish.
really
it.
good, and it's like one of the better Avengers movies. Like
Yeah,
I think it's as good as Infinity War, if not better. I think
It's a
Endgame is
really good
probably the
Avengers
best
movie.
Avengers movie, just because of
It's a
just because
really
of
good
what,
Avengers
just because it's so much and it's so good, and there's
I
time
know.
travel and the
know.
the fight with Thanos at the end, not the big smashy battle where everybody shows
No.
up, which is great. That's cool, and I teared up. The first few times I saw it, but no, the fight with Thanos and the main three, oh my god,
It's so great. And the fucking when Mjolnir.
oh
comes
my
to
god,
Cap-
that's what I'm talking about. Like that's what I'm talking about. And
It's
then when
beautiful.
like when they're both out, when Iron Man and Thor are both out of commission, and then Cap is by him
And
fucking
Cap's
self.
got his arm broken.
His arm is broken, and he
That's the
fastens
thing
it with the shield, and
everybody
I'm just
misses.
like, that's the coolest thing that's in the movie. That attention to detail.
Because
but
that is no. You know what it is? Because
those
that-
guys wrote Captain America the entire time.
Yeah. But that is actual bravery. You ever been punched in the face?
Yeah.
The fact that you get off the ground
Right.
is the bravery. Because it's scary as fuck getting off the ground.
So you don't really know what what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. It's just your whole world changed in that moment. But that is a guy who had been to fucking war. Which a lot of those
Fought
people
Nazis.
that was
This
the
is
thing.
Space Hitler. Thanos is Space Hitler.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I was talking to the kids about this, and like, you watch this, the guy
Actually, Ronan the Accuser is Space Hitler.
Yeah, well,
and
there you go.
Thanos is like,
but Himmler?
I don't know, Space Stalin. I don't know.
No. I don't feel like he was Stalin. I feel like he wanted to get to it.
Yeah,
But-
he was Stalin for the first, like 18 movies,
That's true.
and then
he's
he
like,
really
go
got
and
to
get it for me.
Hey,
Boy. Yes, but I will say,
boy. Lee Pace, man. Oh, there's a show on
what's that?
on Apple, Foundation. It's based on an Asimov
Is it the
series.
Asimov one?
Yeah, and Lee Pace is the
That
emperor.
shit is so dry. I tried with
It's-
Asimov.
Look, I have also heard that like his writing is kind of
Have you never read?
no.
You don't trouble yourself. Unless
but
you're into hard science fiction, and I don't mean pornographic, sorry. But if you're not into like detail-oriented kind of dry science fiction, it is not going to be your jam.
No, I like mine kind of pulpy, but
Like Heinlein?
I don't know.
Robert Heinlein?
Heard the name?
Oh no. Stranger in a Strange Land, Time Enough for Love, Starship Troopers, Friday,
It's a
nothing?
movie.
I grew up on that stuff. I loved That's what I read in the back of the class after I'd already failed the high school class. I would just sit and read Heinlein books. True story.
Yeah.
Oh, but as far as the fights with Thanos, I remember noting, like, watch this, because you want to know why the Hulk loses, but Thor and Cap especially stay in it, and Black Panther, because they know how to fight.
Yeah, they can
and
scrap. Hulk just smash. Hulk smash.
Hulk never had to learn how to fight.
No, because
he
he's
never
just
had to
smash.
fight anybody stronger than him.
Right.
Cap still had to learn how to fight.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Thor knows how to fight.
Oh, he's
fucking
1,500 years old. He fucking
Black
better.
Panther knows how to fight.
Wakanda
Like, you
forever.
watch these Winter Soldier knows how to fight.
Yeah.
Granted, Bucky not as good of a fighter as Winter Soldier. That's a great detail.
That
because,
is true, because
Yeah.
the Winter Soldier had no, like,
compunction.
nothing.
He would just kill a
he was a
motherfucker.
blank slate.
Yeah.
He was a kill bot.
He was killer tabula rasa.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
the guy.
Yeah.
But if you watch that shit, the guys who know how to fight are the ones who are making it through. Mm-hmm. You know, because, like, Cap especially, there's like, why is he holding up against all this? Because he knows
He
how to
scraps.
fight.
He knows how to
Yeah.
scrap. And, like,
knows how.
he would get his ass beat in the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was a tiny little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little scrawny, little Chris Evans' head on a tiny child.
Which they did a surprisingly good job. It holds
In
up well.
2011.
But
And, like,
when-
I go back and watch that, and
Yeah.
it still looks great.
It looks great. And when you know how to get your ass beat when you're weak, you know how to fight when you're strong.
That was the whole thing about
Yeah.
the first Captain America movie, which I know you just watched recently.
It was wonderful.
It's so good. It's such a good war movie.
And it
It's-
ties in really well to the Captain Carter What If stuff. If you watch the first Captain America and then you watch the What If with Captain
Yeah.
Carter,
It's basically the same thing. It's just
because
what
he's
if-
a great character
Yeah.
in either movie.
He's a terrific character. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I think. That's what's missing. One of the things that's missing, besides the whole disjointedness of the current
Post Endgame.
the current post Endgame
I mean,
MCU.
we've got
sort of
Spider-Man, and he's great, but all he does is
They shelved him, and all he does is like, I need a father figure.
I miss Tony Stark. Well,
Right.
we all do.
I need a father figure. I don't miss Tony Stark. He was a fucking piece of shit. I'm glad he's dead. He's a war criminal. Fuck him. He caused most of the problems for the Avengers. The only reason Thanos showed up
kinda
is because
did.
Tony Stark fucking broke the seal of superhero bullshit. Although I would blame Howard Stark, because he should have.
I mean,
like
I would
Captain
blame
America
Howard
said,
Stern, but that's just me.
well, yeah, private parts. Never seen it. But
trouble
Howard Stark
yourself.
should have left the Tesseract in the fucking
You know what?
ice.
I'll walk that back a little bit. Private Parts, decent movie.
Never gonna see it. Don't care.
Don't.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Don't care about Howard Stern. Don't care.
I don't feel like you're missing a lot.
I'm not. I'm fine.
No, I mean as someone who has
I'm
like
fine.
fine. I mean you look okay. I appreciate the tie.
It's the lighting.
Don't get me wrong.
Thanks. I forgot to put it on before we started.
I know. I wasn't going to say anything. I noticed that on your one live stream that I wasn't involved in, you were dressed like me. You had a
What?
t-shirt and a sweatshirt on.
Oh, you mean when I did the special edition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
I
but-
said is yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about with Xander.
What?
When we played music?
I mean, I wasn't talking about that one specifically.
No, that I don't even count that special edition thing as a live stream. The only reason I streamed it was
Were you
because
streaming it in a live fashion?
I hate you so much. The only reason I
I hate me too.
sisters, we're twins.
I had that problem with somebody. I knew things had gotten bad when I oh, that's not working out at all. I knew things had gotten bad when I made a typical joke and they didn't laugh. When I said something and I said, you know, it's okay if you don't like me, then we have that in common because I don't like me either. And usually people go, ha, and he went, oh. I'm like, oh
God.
no.
Okay, we're done here.
Yeah. Like,
Unsubscribe.
I can never come
I
back
need
here.
people to take like my self-assuredness for granted, so
Sure.
that when I do shit all over myself, which I tend to do because I'm a shitty fucking piece of shit. I'm just a garbage boy. Take me out to the trash can. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
No, I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Boy, that is you're verging on Stitch territory from Lilo and Stitch.
I am Stitch. I am Stitch. Ah.
Oh, Ohana means family.
Good
That's
movie.
just weird. Is it?
Yeah, that's like post Disney Renaissance, where
So-
like
I enjoy that Kevin McDonald, my favorite kid of Kids in the Hall,
yeah,
is a voice
he's in
on
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
He's
makes me,
Palikli.
like Sky High. Have you seen Sky High?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, it holds up.
And also, it's like it could be used as fascist propaganda.
Sky High?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Eugenics sort of shit. Like legitimately like it is. But it is great, and everybody in it is great. Huh?
Eugenics sort of shit. You can't just leave.
Yeah, no, the super people are like it's like fucking Kingdom Come, except it's not a critique on that.
Finish reading it. You may have a point. Finish reading it.
Yeah, no, I know, but from what I've seen, the society, the intro to it, the preamble before shit starts popping off, which is why I stopped, because it's just like I'm just gonna sit down for a couple hours and like
It's a
fucking
lot.
get
Yeah,
into
you
it.
might want some time.
But the preamble, the way they set it up, where like these are the grandkids of the superheroes, and they just run around and do whatever the fuck they want, and like they're entitled to it. That is the kind of the world that Sky High lives in, where it is like super soup supremacy, basically. It's some shit that they
Supremacy.
it's yes it's some shit that I hope they're gonna touch on in this this new spin-off of The Boys, the Generation V, which I'm very excited about. Where it's
What, they
it's
have a
the
spin-off of The Boys?
where they're it's coming out this year. Where
What?
yeah.
Did you watch the cartoon spin-off?
Yeah, it's fine. The first one was pretty fun, and then there's a couple in there. I think Aquafina does one, which is pretty good.
They're pretty fucked up. The one
The
where-
last one is incredible. The last
one
one
where-
where it feels like it takes place in the universe of the comics
I'm
and not in the
pretty
universe of the
sure-
TV series.
Wait, no, the one where is that where what's his name gets to be Huey?
Yeah, Simon Pegg. Yeah,
He actually gets to be him.
and it looks like him. Yeah, yeah.
It looks like him, and it looks like what's his name from the comic. Although, to be fair, the show is much better.
It's
than the
superior.
comic.
It's superior. I think we talked about this last time.
I think we did.
Where it's just like, I don't know if it's the best comic to screen adaptation,
It's real good.
but
it's up there with
but no,
like
but
Godfather from
but
like
it elevates
book to screen.
exactly. It elevates the text. Whereas like, and I think Invincible kind of elevates it too, because it trims a lot of the fat.
Does, but it
Does leave some stuff out, and so.
But it's also not worlds away from the comic.
No, it's a very similar
As
thing.
opposed to The Boys, where it used it as a jumping point,
a springboard, and
It
then
made
it just
so much more.
and then it made
I
it.
said jumping point.
They can be the same. You can do a springboard can be the point from which you. Okay. Man, there's so many opportunities to just cut the stream. Like I just
There've been so many.
No Mercy, Cobra Kai.
No mercy.
That's a good one.
Cobra Kai was great for like the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then I just got bored.
Wow. I mean, it's pretty much it's the same show. I liked. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. I find it very very charming.
I enjoyed it very much. The thing where they're having the fight in the school.
In the school, that they haven't topped that yet. Oh, the fight in the house at the end of season 3 is pretty good, but the fight in the school is like so.
Is that end of season 2?
That's season 2 where Miguel.
That was me
spoiler
going
alert.
from watching the show like this to.
Yeah. So there's some moments like that, in season 5, the one that just happened.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'll.
You
It's
should,
another
you know,
one of
but
those
you got
things-
time, and like the final season 6 is coming out this year, so maybe just wait till that's done, and then maybe just.
I'll get back. Like,
You-
don't
you
get me
huff it all.
wrong. I was really impressed by, and I always heard the thing of
Talk
you know,
about elevating the text, because
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
that
like-
the second 2 Karate Kid movies are that good. The
no,
first
they're
one,
not great.
first one's fucking
What
rad as
they-
shit, but that's
you know what
because
they
of
did?
that's because of what's his name, Pat Morita.
It's
Like fucking.
it's
oh my God.
another one of those things where they take something that people remember a certain way, and then they
Star
make
Wars.
it the way they remembered it.
Star Wars,
First season of Mandalorian,
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
So excited, so excited.
I
I
am
was
very
kind of
curious to see
ambivalent
where they go.
about Russell T Davies coming back, but the more I think about it, it's just like, look, Russell T Davies was at his peak when he was with Tennant, and I know you don't really care for her, but Tennant and Catherine Tate, peak Davies. Season 4 of Doctor Who, fucking chef's kiss. Yeah, and then I hope Stephen Moffat writes an episode.
Dude, they can bring Rose back every season, and I'll be happy.
Well,
They
Billy
could bring
Piper
the
is.
Impossible
Oh,
Girl.
you want
back.
some Billy Piper?
I like the Billy Piper.
Watch Penny Dreadful.
Susie. Oh, I heard
She's
good
all over
things about that. And what's her name? The French girl who gets naked.
Eva Green.
Yes.
She's fucking magnificent. She's a tour de force in that.
wonderful.
And
She's wonderful.
Timothy fucking Dalton, and Josh Hartnett, and may she rest in peace, Helen McRory.
I don't know that name.
You know her. You know her.
Okay.
If you see her, you know her. She
Timothy Dalton is wonderful. You know, you're welcome to stay here with us. The Flash Gordon movie.
Oh nope.
Have you not seen the Flash Gordon movie?
No, I saw Star Wars. I get it.
No, watch Flash.
No. I don't need
No,
to see
it's worth-
Dune or Flash Gordon or the Seven Samurai because I saw Star Wars.
No, watch Flash.
Ah!
That's the one. It's a B in case you're curious. Boom 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 boom. That's the one.
Okay. It's about the universe.
No, the way you do it is Shaft.
Paul F. Tompkins did a bit where that movie Mank came out about the making of
Has there ever been
Citizen
a bit
Kane.
that Paul F. Tompkins didn't get to first?
No.
Like
no.
he's just
he's oh, so I was
that
going to say this.
comedy
His
fucking mind.
his
Love what he does.
his
so
stand up
much.
is fine
Fine.
to good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you
When
know,
it becomes more personal, I think it's better. I
too.
love the stuff about his family.
the crying while driving special is probably the best thing he's done.
It's wonderful.
Laboring Under Delusions is amazing.
Is
I
great,
think it's
too.
great.
Yeah.
But all that
Hats
to
in the
say,
Belfry. I went into that store on South
Hats in the
Street.
Belfry, I have three hats from there.
Is that where your conical issue red thing with the top?
You mean the Fez?
Yes.
Fezes are cool.
I know.
No, that was from a costume store.
I believe you.
It's from like a pop-up Halloween shop.
I believe you.
I was dressing as
Like Spirit Halloween.
Yes, actually, I was dressing as 11, and my former once and future bandmate Zach Parkman was dressed as 9. And we did not make any 9/11 jokes, but I wish we did, and he would have been
Hey, you
on
motherfuckers
board.
would have burned that down.
We would have brought down the house.
I just hope you didn't
We couldn't have
crash
melted
on that
steel
one.
beams, though.
I couldn't. I just wish you wouldn't terrorize others with your.
We did terrorize the party because what
this
we
isn't
did
getting
was
better.
we made it was a Star Wars theme birthday party sort of thing for
Sure.
a former podcast co-host of mine, and she was dressed as Han Solo, and so what we did was
I'm
we
sure that
put
was
the
confusing.
Cantina theme on repeat until someone noticed that
You
we were
Mulaney'd?
doing that. Yeah, Mulaney style. And we didn't even think about the Mulaney bit. We were just like, wouldn't it be
You didn't
funny?
get the Mulaney of it all.
Yeah, we didn't even think about that.
He's
We were
just
it was-
so good.
yeah.
Mulaney, he's just
Yeah.
so fucking good.
He's a craftsman. I mean, if Louis C.K. hadn't died in that fire,
Yeah, exactly.
he would be the reigning
his comedy mind, yeah, but
Yeah,
and
but no,
also,
but Mulaney is like
how
the
did
current-
how did Mulaney stay that consistently funny on all those fucking drugs?
I need to watch the special because I don't know quite the extent of his. Because like I know he was on some shit. Like I don't know if you saw him and Seth Meyers are like best buds.
Oh no, I saw.
You saw
mean
that
when he came
when
on
he came out and
in
he
the
said
jacket that he got.
Hey,
from the guy
I knocked
from
up
the
Olivia
Strokes?
Munn, so I'm doing all right. That's basically that was my takeaway from the interview. It was like, hey, did a bunch of drugs, not on the drugs anymore, and I knocked up Olivia Munn.
She let me in her super thigh.
And that was very nice of her.
I thought so. They seem very happy.
Hey, man, good for them.
I want talented people to be happy.
Rose
Actually,
Byrne and Bobby Cannavale.
That's an interesting one.
I like it. Good job,
Sure.
you guys. I wonder if
Dude.
they met on the set of Spy.
Ooh. See,
Because that movie's...
Is that the Melissa McCarthy one?
Yeah.
I
That
haven't
may
seen.
be
Is
my
it good?
favorite Melissa McCarthy movie.
I've heard good-
because Jason Statham is so... Oh, my God. Statham. He's so Statham in it. He's like...
Statham.
He's the most Statham I've
The
ever
weird
seen
thing
him
is,
Statham.
if you go back and watch, like...
And I've seen
the-
Fast and Furious 7.
Well, yeah. But if you go back and watch the slightly less kick-punch movies of his, he's a very good actor.
He's a very fine actor.
Like, especially like the period pieces, like there's like a caper movie
I'm gonna
from
go
the
watch.
70s.
I have Wrath of Man in my queue.
It's good. I've watched it.
That's Guy
I wouldn't
Ritchie,
say it's
right?
great.
No, but
but-
like, if I want to watch a Statham Guy Ritchie movie, I'm gonna
And,
fucking turn that shit
and
on.
also,
Know
do
what I'm
you
getting into.
enjoy vengeance?
Yes,
Righteous
I told you
righteous
that.
vengeance?
I told you that the Batman was probably my favorite
Jesus.
movie that came
Jesus
out last year.
Christ. You know your thing, like, we're kind of the same person?
Oh,
Go watch Wrath of Man.
okay, it's in the queue. It's on it's on
One
Amazon.
of those.
Yeah.
All one of those.
Yeah.
I will say that's one of those, like, fucking, I am vengeance.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, and everybody else say, ha ha. And I'm like, no, I'm watching.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, probably the best Batman.
Like a really good Batman. Oh, that's where you were going with it.
Yeah.
He's a really good Batman. People were shitting on him. And I'm like,
No,
it's weird because people get locked into, like, he was locked into a bad
to the
movie
Twilight
series.
thing. Yeah.
And then
but
you
then
see
he
him-
made it a point to get out of that, and like,
Yeah.
5 years after Twilight, I'm just like, oh, Robert Pattinson's just like doing indie movies and like getting nominated for shit, and it's just like, I knew he was a good
He was
actor.
in a Willem Dafoe fucking, like,
The Lighthouse. I haven't seen it.
I
But
heard
that is
great
that's
things.
Robert Eggers, and I like his movies. He did The
don't-
Northman. He did The Witch. I like his movies.
I haven't
Good
seen
stuff.
those.
Oh, you haven't seen The Northman?
No.
It's got
That's-
Eric Northman from True Blood.
Yes. Oh, I know about that because I'm married to a straight woman.
When you came in, the air went out. I'm gonna play that at a wedding.
No, play it now. I wanted
Okay.
to play along.
And every shadow filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I wanna do bad things with you. This is gonna sound terrible.
Can't wait to hear it. Hey, we love to hear it.
We love to hear it, folks. I'm the kind to sit up in his room, heart sick and eyes filled up with blue. I don't know what you done to me, but I know this much is true. I wanna do bad things with you.
That's gonna sound so bad on playback. Are you looking forward to hearing it?
It kind of, you kind of got into the groove of it. It was very weird. I
Were
don't
you
know.
listening back?
I don't know how. No, I mean, I can just tell from the latency because like you're hearing, like I'm basically hearing what's going out. So, I'm first and you're second as far as the latency goes.
That's funny. No, I felt like I got it. Like I was like,
Yeah, no, you were-
okay.
it
I have
was-
to play it before I think I have to play it.
yeah. But like the little flourishes and stuff,
Yeah.
that kind of synced up.
Well, I was like, I
second
couldn't
half.
be arsed to get a pick, so I'm like,
I don't understand how Rob and you know obligatory Rob mention just to keep the canon of the universe going.
mark it.
I don't know how he'll like play with like a Ron Smith or a John Pfeiffer or something on the VOM, but he'll use the EBO, and I guess because it you can
Doesn't
just,
have the attack.
exactly, so like it's not as noticeable if you if you suspend a note or something like that. But no, I still would hate to do that. Like it just seems like an anxiety bomb that
Yeah, he's going to. Joylene has requested that he play Ebo on one of our songs.
It's such a beautiful thing.
It's
the
so
Ebo.
weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, I've started using it at shows. I got one for Christmas for Christ, the Christing Mass, the Mass of Christ. You got another song?
No, I spent. It's so strange. When I was at that other open mic, the Not Vom, where they don't let you talk. Nope. Where they don't let you talk.
Ugh,
I
God.
spent more time muted, playing along, just. Just like figuring out what key they're in and just like. I did enjoy. There's a guy. There was a lot of very sincere songcraft there, and then there was a guy named Tony Pickles who did a song about.
That was me, by the way.
Yeah, was that you?
That was my fake name.
Although I
It
called
sounds
him.
like some bullshit I'd make up.
It sounds like some bullshit, except I called him Pony Tickles. I know. Your response is the correct response.
What did I think I know the answer, but to what silence was that met with?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Although, no, to
Here's
be
something.
fair, I
Nothing.
had to type it in, and everybody else didn't. And I saw him go.
There we go. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
He had a song about like a punk song. Everybody else is singing acoustic songs. He's the only other guy playing electric, and I'm like, fucker, yes. And
A guy
I'm
came
like,
to my
"Bitch,
open mic and
yes."
did acoustic ska last night.
I'm sorry.
It was fine. He's a nice guy. He's ginger, so
It's allowed. Well, they're off. So, but
no,
this
lovely
guy,
fellow. That
he's-
was the one who I had to give him shit about being too close to the mic when he's singing loud because he was used to playing in a ska band
Oh,
with
he was
or
shouting
with
over
electric stuff,
horns.
so he's shouting over a drummer. So yeah.
wait. Did he slow down and you had to ask him to pick it up, pick it up, pick it up? Oh God, he's dying. Someone, the humanity. Blah 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 blah. But like after all these, very well-meaning songs, he plays a song about something called like a Pittsburgh toilet, which is about how people would like shit in a basement, and it was like a punk song, but it's like. And when he's doing that, I'm like sitting there, he can't hear me, but like. And I'm like like in the messages, I'm like, I'm totally coming up with a second part for your song.
See, I simultaneously love and hate that when I'm like playing along with someone and I'm like, oh yeah, this part would go great, and it's like no one's ever gonna. This will never see the light of day.
You'll never know.
Which was why I liked playing with Susan Rowe, because I got to like in like the 10 minutes we kind of got together and practiced both of our songs with each other. I kind of came up with a part, and then you can see me on stage figure it out what the part is, and then by the end of the song I'm like, oh, I have a part for this.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm ready. Oh, we're done?
Well, no, like we went through like the second half of the song. I'd kind of gotten it down, but then I didn't know when the song ended, so then it was kind of a very abrupt.
Ooh.
It was fine, but yeah. Again, I'm glad I didn't completely, noticeably fuck up her song, because
Well, that's good.
yeah, because she's great. She's great. Her feature set was wonderful.
But you didn't play with her.
No, I just went to, show support. Because like I said, via text, I know what it's like to be the feature in that room and to have it very sparsely attended. How do I know? Because it happened to
Personal
me.
experience? What?
A squaw squeeze? I don't know who the feature is for the next couple weeks.
Is it you? Because you're hosting?
No.
And you're like, fuck
And
you guys.
And I'm really like, I don't know if I'm gonna open the open mic. You know what I mean? Like,
if
I don't
you're
know if I'm gonna play up top.
If you're physically hosting,
It is what I usually do. Am I boring you, or is
Yes.
it just 1 o'clock in the morning?
why choose?
Get you a man who can do both. Get you a man who could be tired and 1 o'clock in the morning and
What
bored.
a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Say it again, yeah.
Oh man, speaking of what's love got to do with it, fucking Tina Turner.
I know. Ain't that
Ray
some shit?
Stevenson and Tina Turner in the same goddamn week. I know you don't have as a deeper relationship with Ray Stevenson.
To be fair,
as
how
I
could you
do.
have a deeper relationship than like Tina Turner? Fucking
What's
Nutbush.
love, Doctor Doolittle? It's a Rick and Morty joke.
no, I was just going Nutbush. Nutbush City Limits.
Nutbush City Limits?
Do you not know that song?
I'm sure that's not what it's called.
No, Nutbush City Limits.
Okay,
She came
so
from a town called Nutbush.
Nutbush City Limits sounds like a euphemism for a
You would think.
manscaping sort of thing.
And yet, it sounds.
I got to trim to my Nutbush City Limits.
It sounds impossible. Tina Turner was from a town called Nutbush,
Where's my goddamn parade for that
and she
fucking
wrote
bit?
because there isn't one coming, buddy. The call's coming from inside the house, and it's saying that bit sucked.
Oh, well,
But
potato,
I-
tomato.
Yes, let's call the whole thing. Blech. I will say, Nutbush City Limits is a glorious song, and I believe it's one of the last Ike and Tina songs. You really don't know it.
Nutbush.
So wait, so your dad's a musician, right?
Oh, yeah. He has a bunch of records that I've never heard. Like, he has a bunch of old Jimi Hendrix albums, like original presses, and he has some
betcha.
Beatles shit. Like, and the way I found the Beatles was through my white friends. My dad likes the Beatles, and he never showed that shit to me. He showed me Black Sabbath.
Why? Because it had the word black in the title?
No, because he likes the song I Am Iron Man, because Iron Man was one of his favorite comic book characters. And then when Robert Downey Jr. was cast, he was like, oh. Because Robert Downey Jr., as my dad would say, did a lot of stuff that if he'd done those things when he were black, would not have a fucking career anymore.
Not wrong.
But, you know,
I
he was a
will
Nepo
say-
baby, and
Yeah, well.
and he's a really fucking good actor. And
He's
like,
a really good actor.
he's the
I saw
reason the
Chaplin in the theater.
MCU exists.
Yeah. You
Like,
needed somebody who could carry.
You needed someone to
much
build
like,
a fucking thing on,
You know
and
what?
he was.
Downey Jr. is to the MCU as Eccleston is to Doctor Who.
to New Who,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
except
fucking
except
said
he's
it.
a bigger fixture in it.
Yeah.
Because like Eccleston kicked it off, nailed it.
One and done.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah,
and then
great.
fucked right off and never came back. I would be surprised if he doesn't come back for the 60th anniversary.
Well,
I would be very
fact
surprised.
that he is doing the Big Finish
Right,
audio
the audio
stuff now.
things, and and I think he's realized that like
And also that
his
John Hurt
aversion
is no longer with us.
Huh?
John Hurt, the War Doctor.
Oh God.
He was so great. Fun fact. The reason the War Doctor happened is because Eccleston wouldn't come back.
No, that was
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
That was obvious.
But no,
they
they talked to
handled
it.
it very deftly.
I thought they did a great
and
thing.
The
And the
50th
fact that they
anniversary
brought-
special is the best, I think.
How about
the best
Night
Who.
of the Doctor?
Oh, no, all of it. I consider all of that the 50th anniversary. I consider the season finale of the whatever season that was, the
Sure. Let's say yes.
7th season, where
If
he
it'll get
goes
you to
into the
continue the
TARDIS
story.
and he sees the ghost of River at the graveyard, and it's Trenzalore, all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then that at the end of that, they meet the War Doctor. Then I have all of these in my iTunes, so I watched that. In fact,
Night of
I'm
the
gonna go.
Doctor.
And then the Night of the Doctor, which is 6 minutes of some of the best storytelling I've ever seen Moffat do.
I would
ever.
love to see him come back.
I want him to come
and
back.
yet, I understand totally why they don't have him coming back.
Also, he nailed it in that 6-minute short.
Do you listen to any of the Big Finish stuff?
No, but
quite
I
good.
know that Paul McGann apparently has played the Doctor for more hours than any other person who's
That's
played
kinda
the Doctor.
like Johnny Miller has played Sherlock Holmes longer than anyone else,
Well, of course.
and he nailed it after the 3rd season. Do you ever watch?
Oh,
that
you
show,
kept
Elementary?
watching? Oh, I
Elementary's-
fell off after season 2
Oh, it's quite good.
when they introduced Girl Moriarty.
No, she's great.
No, she's great, and she's
The-
in Game of Thrones. That's what I know
The
her
only
from. Natalie
problem
Dormer.
with
She's
it is
gorgeous
her
and a
American
great
accent
actor.
isn't
that
that great.
That I can't.
I'm like, World's
make her
Greatest
British.
Detective isn't going to nail that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to notice somebody who sounds like fucking...
At least he's not Christian Bale Batman.
No, that was bad.
It's bad. It's bad. Christian
Real
Bale,
bad.
terrific actor. Whenever
only
he
problem-
does
Yeah.
like
yeah.
genre stuff,
It ain't great.
I think he's underutilized. Like I think he was kind of the weakest part of the Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy. Honestly,
Yeah. Not his fault.
No, absolutely
He was
not. Plus,
trying.
like, look who he was up against: Liam Neeson, Morgan Freeman, Michael
Okay,
Caine,
just out of curiosity, because I can't remember.
Heathford Ledgerson.
Did Liam Neeson ever call him detective?
No, which
didn't
is
think
a
so.
shame
But it also makes sense because
because he's not a
sucks.
detective.
No.
Robert Pattinson, detective. Ben
Detective.
Affleck,
Yeah.
rich.
Well,
He's just
but
rich.
also-
Maybe he'll do some detecting in the Flash movie because the Flash movie is just a Batman movie.
No, he's a good he's a good Batman.
He's
will
a good
say
Batman. I don't think he's a
Pattinson-
great detective. They didn't show any detective.
No, but Pattinson.
Pattinson.
Yeah, but no,
it
but
was
the
just-
fact that
they fucking
Affleck knew all
nailed it.
this shit was coming, that they needed to get together, in through all
Oh
the
yeah,
stuff that
yeah,
made the
yeah,
Justice
yeah, yeah.
League.
No, that's great, and that's terrific Batmaning.
But the
He's
only
a
thing
great
about
Justice
Pattinson
League
is
Batman.
Pattinson isn't a person yet.
His Bruce
he's an-
Wayne is just a shell. He's just vengeance.
But that's exactly
that's
what
all.
he
It's
is.
perfect.
He
It's
hasn't
so
learned to be
good.
a person
I
yet.
like it more than the Batman Year One story.
That is a bold statement.
I do though. Like, and maybe because my first introduction to the Batman Year One story was the video version of it, which is not bad.
It's fine, but
But
did
it's
you didn't
not.
read the comic?
No, I haven't read it.
Have you never read it?
No.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you don't know what you're talking about, but you kind
Oh,
of
I
don't.
I
know
mean,
what
I
you're talking
don't.
about.
But that's fine. I can still
As long as
make
you're good with it.
blind
Oh, you can have an
fucking
opinion about
statements.
things
Yeah.
you don't know anything.
It's
That-
called
we
it's
are on
called
the internet,
America,
after all.
right? It's called the internet and
Internet.
America. Yeah.
Americanet.
This is America. Don't get
mean,
you
it-
slipping. No.
It's a great track.
Oh yeah, he's terrific.
He broke the
I
code.
don't think he needs to sing. But he's fine at singing.
I thought his record was amazing. The one where he's like, I'm just going to make a P-Funk and Stevie Wonder record.
Yeah, you told me that. I'm probably never going to listen to it.
Oh, you've never heard it?
No.
Just
I've
curiosity.
sampled it and
Just
it's
out of
just
curiosity,
I wasn't into it.
any of these things we talk about that you have these opinions on, have you ever actually experienced any of these things?
Oh no, I've never actually consumed any media ever.
Well,
no, I did go through iTunes and I listened
yours
to
is the only valid opinion then.
Of course. This is my channel, by the way. All hail the duck.
Quack.
Praise be. Praise be. No, but like, he can. How about this? He can sing better than Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Lin-Manuel Miranda sang on a whole fucking 2.5 hour album. So. I'm singing a song. I'm Lin-Manuel Miranda. Broadway singing. Yeah, it's a hot take. He's the least talented person in that cast, except for the writing.
Other people liked it?
No, I loved Hamilton. I can't stress this enough. I listened to it. It was the only thing I listened to for 2 years. Then what happened was I learned about Alexander Hamilton.
Not a good dude.
Don't do that. If you like Hamilton, don't look up Alexander Hamilton because luckily if you search Alexander Hamilton, the first thing that pops up is the musical now. So that's good. But no, Aaron Burr should have been the Brutus of that story. And there should have been either a sequel or a second half where we follow Burr.
He's kind of the main character in some ways.
In a way, but he's not the hero of the story. Like
no
they make
one is the hero of the story.
No, Alexander Hamilton. They make him to be like through all his faults and foibles, you know. And then they make it a
dude. Who's the dude who's like the most charismatic guy? The guy who plays
David
Burr.
Diggs.
No, fair, but
they're all fucking like Lamar Odom Jr. Leslie Odom Jr.
that's who I.
Yeah,
there's so many.
He plays Aaron Burr. Like he's. I first saw him in Person of Interest. He plays the villain in season 3 of Person of Interest.
I'm unfamiliar.
It's for serialized television, like for formulaic network TV. It's about as good as you can do for like a CBS show.
Elementary had that.
No, Elementary doesn't hold a candle
but
to.
It was
to
a
Person
little
of Interest.
too. No,
Yeah.
I was going to say it's like
no.
It's
I'm gonna
good,
say,
but they don't nail it. Okay, that's fair. But no, David Diggs is fucking magic.
So good.
When he like raps in midair, I like lost it.
Oh,
you
right. I still haven't seen.
Because you can't be
that.
arsed to actually watch a thing that you have all these opinions on.
I'm sorry. What? I've seen it, just not
Have
the
you?
fucking mouse version.
How have you seen it?
The cam version, the way I see most Broadway shows, because I don't have $700 and I'm not gonna get on a fucking waiting list to see some shit.
Cam version.
Yeah, the cam version of Waitress is fucking great. Cam version of Hamilton, also great.
Dude, just watch the Disney version.
No, I'm good.
It's there.
There's too much stuff. I know the show back to fucking front.
The way they shoot it,
I understand,
I'm telling
dude.
you.
I understand.
No, you don't. You don't know what I'm going to say. What am I going to say? What am I going to say?
Said it
what am I
already.
going to say? What am I going to say?
The way
What
they
did I
shoot
say?
it makes it seem like my name's Chris Eric. I'm gonna fart face.
God,
you say that all the time. I mean, how would I not know if that's what you're gonna say?
You're the fart face thing. I mean, you just got me. You know, when you've been done, you've been done. I mean, fart face. That's exactly what I do.
I really love juvenile insults.
They're great.
It's pretty fun.
I will say, I've never seen anything shot like that.
Yeah, no, you told me. Like, if I'm gonna watch one, like, I will watch that before I watch the Waitress thing.
To the extent that I passed on the opportunity to go see it in person.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
See, now,
there was a
you know
touring
how I
version.
feel about it.
Yeah.
Currently. I would not pass on an opportunity to see it in person right now.
I would pass because I don't
the original cast ain't
believe
there.
that there are people who are better at
Than
those
the original
jobs
Broadway
than the
recording,
people in there. Except no, I thought Miranda was great.
He's not a bad actor. It's just he's the worst singer in the show.
Yeah, but to be fair, he is in a fucking murderer's row. Like that is the lack of ego that as the writer he can go.
Look, man, it is a fucking monumental feat.
And it is
a gorgeously put together thing.
Yeah,
and you know how I feel about Alex Lacamoire, who is the hero. If we're gonna talk about a hero of that story, Alex Lacamoire is the hero of that story because he arranged all the shit.
Seriously, go sit in a Barnes and Noble for 40 minutes and look at the Hamilton book, not the biography. One about
don't read
the
that
show.
because it's just a wank fest of
I own it.
of Alex. Oh, no, I do too. Yeah,
but the one about the making of the show.
Yeah, I'm more interested in that than I am the Ron Chernow.
It's great. It's a
wank
wonderful
fest.
read.
Yeah.
It is so much fun, and it is so like everybody, just all the things that had to come together, and like the three people.
It really is a
working on
perfect
that.
storm of a musical. Like it deserved to win all the awards.
Yeah.
I just think they could have thrown Waitress a bone. They could have thrown like She Used to Be Mine. Like maybe just give Sarah Bareilles a Tony. Maybe
You
just
don't
give her a
get to
fucking
decide
give
on
her a
that.
fucking Tony. She's not
Dude.
won any awards. She hosted the fucking Tonys with Josh Groban, and which was
bothers me.
oh, it was great. Their opening number was phenomenal. But the Tonys is like the only award show worth watching
You know,
because
that show, there were people. I mean, it's not fair to say that he wasn't the best one in Hamilton because there were
Yes, it
people in
is,
the
because-
chorus.
because-
No, because there were people in the chorus who were better than him.
Yeah.
Ariana DeBose is better
Right.
than him. She played the fucking bullet.
I know. Emmy
Yeah.
Raver Lampman from Umbrella Academy was also in there. And like, you know.
But I
look,
will say,
the
I've
fact
never
that
seen.
And Peggy is a better singer than him.
I will say, and Peggy. Oh my god,
Great.
But then
So
she
great.
plays.
Then she
but
plays the mistress.
the whore in the second. Oh. Well, no, isn't that basically the part? Like the whore.
No, she's
She's a woman of
in a-
high virtue who comes around and like. No, she's
no,
like
they
playing
do
a
an
whore
affair.
character.
She's
They do an affair. You've never spoken like a man who's never had an affair. They do an affair.
You do an affair and you put the thing in the other thing and then somebody
that's
gets
true.
mad.
I mean, that's right. Yeah, you got everything else right. You just called it wrong.
You do the affair.
Yeah, fart face. Sure.
Yeah, you fucking fart face.
Fuck you, fart face.
Yeah, you fart faced.
You fart your
fizzle-wazzle.
face fart.
Yeah.
Hasselhoff.
What are you gonna go fart out of your face? This
Face
guy.
farts.
This fucking
face fart.
guy. Mr. Face Fart
You
over
need
here.
some. You need to be the ska band facing the fart so you can go fart. I'm
One of my
thinking of
favorite
the
bits on
horns.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Great ex-girlfriend.
Is when George, the guy who nobody can remember his name.
Exactly, and he has his musical number. His
It's
turn.
me. It's always me. And then it cuts to black. It's so
And then they do it again on the live version, and it's his name, whatever his name is. It's me, I'm not son of a bitch.
yeah. But that guy, he he's in one of the episodes in season 4. He's talking about how he was how he likes ska, and then he does all the parts to like a and then at the end of the episode, they layer all that together, and it's a ska track.
Motherfucker! Now I have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, it's like episode it's after the time jump. It's after the time, so it's like halfway through the season.
It's so good.
It's a terrific show. It's as close to a perfect show as I think you can
I
make.
believe she's doing stand up now.
Rachel Bloom?
Yeah.
Well, I know the show got canceled that she was on.
It wasn't.
She
a
wasn't.
Great show.
It was
Reboot.
fine. It wasn't her show. It was Steve Levitan,
It
the
had
Modern
peop-
Family guy. So it kind of
It had
smacked.
people on it I like, but
I
don't.
liked everybody in it,
I have.
and
the
Judy
problem-
Greer took her shirt off in it.
She did.
I was
and
very surprised
I was really
for
surprised.
multiple reasons.
And I think, yeah, 2 of them. I think you're welcome. My gift to you, fart
I'm
face.
sorry, and you're welcome.
I think, honestly, here's what my take on that was. She did a movie with John Cena where he was a guy who, they're not firefighters, they're the guys who like come down out of like a helicopter into the woods to fight fire, but they're not called firefighters, something else. Keegan-Michael Key is in it. It's actually a really entertaining movie. John Leguizamo is in it.
The fuck have I not heard of this?
And look it up. Just Google it. You have access. And she's in it, and she's got just a little bit of weight on her. Not a lot, but I've seen the movie a couple of times. She's got a little bit of weight on her. But you know how it is in movies. It's really hard to look thin in a movie. And she just had a little bit of weight on her. And I have a theory that she saw that, and she went, motherfucker, and lost that 7 pounds or whatever it is, and just like, how much longer are these going to look like this? And she decided to do a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Well,
that is exactly what went through my head. Second thing that went through my head. Third thing that went through my head after seeing the two of them.
Is a movie Playing with
Yes,
Fire?
that's the one. Great, good fun, by the way.
5.1.
Fun. I will say it's fun. But yeah, that was a surprise to me as well.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead is in that.
Is that right?
And the president from 24.
Okay. Wait, the president from 24 who was fucking
Allstate.
Joe Boo, I Do It Myself? Did you not see Major League?
No.
He was in Major League.
I'll take your word for it. I've seen Beer League. Wasn't very good.
You don't have to do that. Artie Lang? I like Artie Lang, but you don't have to do that.
It was in my Dogma days when I was watching Comedy Central. Just
I will say, what's he
man,
called?
Anya Taylor-Joy looks like a fucking alien.
I don't know who that is.
She, yes, you do.
I do?
Yeah. She's new, but she's been in a shit ton of stuff. She's in The Vivitch.
The what now?
Which you haven't seen. The Witch. She's also in Split. You seen Split? She's in.
I've been watching Slip, that weird ass multiverse thing where a woman has an orgasm and she goes into a different life when she's married to the person she just had the one night stand with. That's been weird. It's a Roku thing. I can't recommend it exactly.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to get Roku. I mean, that's not. I draw.
There's
the
no
line
reason.
There. Yeah.
But
I'm very surprised that Judy Greer wasn't in the latest Ant-Man movie. But I guess they felt like, you know what the worst part, you know what nobody likes about these Ant-Man movies is the relatable people stuff.
The people.
What they really like is some weird CGI bullshit.
And they
where
didn't
you
have
can't
what's
really
his
tell
name,
anything.
who
Bobby
needed...
Cannavale?
No, although he was great too. No,
he was in it. He was the little squishy man.
Michael, what's his
Oh,
name?
Michael Pena. No, he wasn't in it, which is a fucking shame.
Which is because
The Baba Yaga guy was in it. He played the
I know.
little swelchy man.
But
he has holes.
Michael Pena needed to do the bit, but where Michael Pena describes the MCU would be the greatest bonus feature.
Pretty sure they
all
did
time.
that.
No.
Yeah, not in the movie.
No.
I think they did it on like
No.
a wired
No.
thing. Okay, I'm gonna look it up and then
No.
Look, just get that crow ready.
No.
Oh, hold on.
Is it really 20 after 1?
Nope.
I'm going to say it's time to end the stream.
Man, we're so close to end game.
Nope.
All right.
I'm sleepy. We don't get to. Nah.
Well, hold on.
Zoe Lister-Jones. That's whose show Slip is.
Oh. She's in New Girl.
Yes, she's great in New Girl.
Yeah, she's great in that. Fawn Moscato.
Yeah. Yes.
No, yeah.
She's wonderful in that. This is weird, and I don't know how I feel about it. But she's naked a lot.
That's not enough to get me.
No, I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying that's a thing.
You just yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But she wrote and directed and stars in it, so it's totally
I heard about
okay.
this. It's a show, not a movie.
Yeah, it's a show.
Okay.
Not a movie. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna finish Umbrella Academy, and then also I'm replaying God of War, best movie of last year. And
is that a video game thing?
Yeah, but it's like the storytelling, the character development. Like they actually have one of the guys from our favorite show, The West Wing, Richard Schiff. Terrific actor. He was in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. He was one of the. You've seen him in fucking everything. He's a guy that gets around.
Have you watched Wakanda Forever a second time?
No, because my parents want to watch it, and so I am the gatekeeper there because I'm the one with the Disney Plus subscription. So I'm just waiting until I feel like watching it again. I'm probably gonna watch Guardians 3 again, before I watch Wakanda Forever because it's shorter and better.
I was thinking about going to Guardians 3 this week, taking the family to Guardians 3.
I think I may just go during the week. I may go because my aunts are here until Tuesday or Wednesday, and I won't have really anything to do during the day, and so I'm probably gonna go see a movie. I was gonna go see John Wick, but I can just like pay less to see it.
Or you could just watch the first 3.
And I own the first 3. I'm going to watch the first 3, and then I'm probably going to end up buying the 4th one, just sight unseen, because just I'm a complete hard.
That's a new one.
Your word.
I don't think that was
You
my
said
word.
that.
I didn't say any of that.
It's fine.
You rolled the minutes back. It wasn't me.
Do not consent.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.